not working very well on this current Wi-Fi system. So my apologies if it's a little janky. I tried to put together your nightclub last night. The shit crashed every time. So we'll do a little. It might be a little bit of a theater of mind situation. We'll see. I'm hoping it all works out. Forewarning. That's all. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Um, Thank you for your confidence in the score time for our country. Okay. So, welcome back. Oh boy. Platinum Watch. Oh, and by the way, if someone would be so kind as to send me the name of your establishment, I would really appreciate that.
Okay.
But anyway, you guys had a conversation with the architect of Cuscomanda, and she set you guys up with an inn, tavern, spa, gambling hall. That seems to be the design. You basically want to make the Drunken Dragon, but with a spa built. That's you're like one that, which is plus one. You want to hire Sirens. Thank you, Eric. You want to hire Sirens. You want to hire the best. Basically, you're trying to make like a Siren themed little spot off of Terminus Station, and you are tremendously well funded. I might add, considering all of the work that you've done for like factions and all the little investments have all added up. So, so with that, yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but didn't you say you'd finish up the Dung Sweepers Guild this week?
Yes, Dung Sweeper should be done this week unless I don't know what, but I have every intention of making it completed quickly. So you guys have been working with the Dung Sweepers. You have done Nero's little, finding of work. A murderer was on the loose, cutting down elves, and that was a hysterical investigation, as Nero got accused and arrested under suspicion of being the murderer. Not
As
so
one does. As one does.
But in the end, it did manage to take one last victim before it almost got the better of some of you. But you fell upon him like a fury, a tidal wave of blades and magic, and he was slain and defeated, taken away by the captain of your reward, a bit of an acquaintance at this point. And last but not least, the only mission you have left is to watch these goddamn Dung Sweepers. Maybe it'll be over at some point here. In fact, you guys are on your last day of watching the Dung Sweeper sweep their dung. And hopefully should be able to get on to some more fun stuff like the potential grand opening of your establishment. House Galanda, members of House Kenneth have been in there working away, getting your establishment tip-top, ship-shape, ready for opening night. As we come here on the last day of you watching what we've done. Let's see here. You guys show up for work. None of you wanted to work a 9 to 5. None of you. But here you are, 9 to 5ing, keeping an eye on some darn banks, tongue sweeping people. And you come over there and you see there's once again, a new head of the little Dung Sweeper crew that you're in charge of. He goes, hey, how y'all doing? I heard that you guys have been keeping an eye on us. I'm in charge now. Yeah, today's the last day with you all. It's a shame. You're really good at what you do. That's what I hear anyway. I'm new to this crew. I'm taking over.
What happened to the other guy?
He died of I think it was something to do with what did they say? It's some kind of horrible infection or something.
Yeah.
Personally, I blame the food quality down here in Cliffside. I think there might have been a food poisoning situation. That's just me, but bad stuff. Bad stuff.
Yeah. Also, make sure you I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but make sure you wash up after you're done cleaning up the dung.
Why?
You know?
Why? Oh, because you don't want us to smell bad. That makes sense. No. Make sure we get some soaps and whatever after the shift. Make sure we don't smell none bad when we go into a public establishment.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard though. You get a little nose blind after a couple of weeks, right? You can't tell.
Yeah, I'm sure of it. I'm sure.
All right. Well, boys, let's get to some dung sweeping, and at the end of the day, we'll go get some sloppy joes down the street. And they're like, all right, yeah, on me, boys. And they're gonna go to work. Look at this small army of highly trained killers and individuals ready for anything. Don't fuck with the dung sweeper guild.
Selena Dewdrop's not there though.
Okay, Selena's off doing something else because she got too bored of this.
No
nonsense.
dung for the princess.
She's done with it.
Oh,
Go to the
oh,
corner.
that's what.
Go to
that's
the
not-
corner.
That's
Sorry.
worse. That's worse than the dong.
That was a pretty dung joke.
Yes. Now you go to the court.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
All right. Well, I'm getting some last things in order here, you guys. Oh, wait, what's Selena doing? Selena, is anybody else just decided they're done with the King Citadel? Done with watching the dung sweepers?
I think Tally did his time. He spent the first day supervised, and his community service is done. I think
Well, you're getting paid. Don't worry.
yeah. I think after
community
the
service.
I think
Paid
after
community
the
service.
killing of the Bay Harbor Butcher, I think he's gonna be reflecting in his room that probably isn't a room yet.
Yeah, they're like, actually, you gotta get out. We're gonna fix up the room, so you gotta go somewhere else today. Sorry, sir.
Oh, wonderful. And I think he
Yeah, you're
goes
welcome,
to
sir.
yeah, no problem. And he just like leaves, and he goes to like the top of the building and tries to dangle his feet off the side, just kind of look out over the city.
Someone goes, "Hey, don't do it, man. Don't do it. I know the war was hard on all of us, but
Who are you?
I'm just a good Samaritan, man. Just don't do it.
Why are you up here?
This is the landing pad for the airskip, the Lyrander guy, right?
Oh, I
In
forgot.
fact, you turn around and see like 10 people staring at you.
I'm good. Okay, I'm
Oh.
okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I'll go back.
He just looks out over the cityscape, takes off his hat to reveal his medium length, not quite to the shoulder, hair blowing in the wind. And he closes his eyes. Just lets the breeze blow against his face.
We see him.
Now, unless you were at home, are you with the Dung Sweeper Guild, or did you
I'm with
stay?
the dung
at-
sweepers. I'm with the dung sweepers.
He's back.
I'm sure not bald, you fucker. Takes off his toupee. The faces we wear. For the
Straight
ones
up,
we
just-
don't care about.
That's so funny.
Fucking A.
Okay. All right.
And Selena will just be looking for Smokey.
Monkey. Um. Okay. Where are you looking for?
Well, she doesn't stray too far, so I guess I'd be looking for her at Terminus Station.
Okay. Give me a investigation check or a perception check, your choice.
Okay. Let me pull up my character sheet. I'm not ready.
Oh my god.
All right, we're gonna do perception because Selena's dumb as bricks. 22.
22. You go looking around, and you see one of these. After like looking around for a little while, calling her name, you find one of these Orion carriages, one of these mage bread carriages, and you look under it, and you see sitting right in the middle, hiding under the carriage, out of arm's reach from every direction, is your Black Panther Smokey.
Oh.
hiding under the carriage as all the people go by, looking a little like intimidated by all the people.
Can I try to coax her out with a ration?
What does your rations consist of?
I don't know.
What does Selena Dewdrop carry for rations? Is it hardtack, dry fruit,
Limba
Oh,
spread.
jerky. I'll entice her with jerky.
jerky?
Yeah.
Okay. She sniffs at it. Make me an animal handling check with advantage because you're riding.
Cool. 18.
18. It takes a little bit, but eventually she like nibbles at the end of it and then like eats the whole thing and kind of at you.
Oh, Smokey, I'm so happy to see you. Um,
Just kind of meows at you as a
Aw.
panther might.
I'll try to give her scritches behind the ear if she lets me.
You roll pretty good. Yeah, you give her some scritches. You feel this is a full-blooded panther, so it's like it's a reverberance out of the throat. But you hear the
I don't know how I feel about that being such a good purr, Ryan.
Yeah.
this is what I do literally. I purr sometimes.
You No comments.
So, Ryan, any light to shed on this situation?
that stays behind closed doors, okay?
Damn, you selling me out like that?
You said it,
Hey.
dude.
Hey.
What the fuck is that?
Well, good. I'm glad she lets me give her scritches, and
She starts to like come out from under the carriage up to you, kind of like comes out and sits her big panther tail whipping around. Someone from the side of the street goes, "Holy fuck, is this little fucking panther?" And it just kind of sits in front of you, and kind of like looks at you with like the big yellow eyes.
do you want to meet my new friends?
Oh, just kind of meows at you a little bit.
I take
Still
that.
doesn't seem to. Okay, you take that as yes. Okay.
Great. I can't wait to introduce you to them. They're really interesting and fun and cool, and they're all pretty much my best friends now. But not as best friends as you are, Smokey, of course.
Smokey just continues to look at you. You know, there's a great wisdom behind those eyes, a great understanding. Do you perhaps give her a little boop on her very cute wet nose right?
Oh my god, how could I ever resist? I boop her snoot.
She goes, "Meow," and goes running off.
Runs away. Oh shit, I should have known.
The search begins again.
Yeah, perfect.
All right, cool. In Incredible. Oh boy, meanwhile. Come on. So I'm trying to find a name. But in the meantime, we find ourselves back with our super friends. Callie's looking out to pay on his knee. Selena, once again, unsuccessfully, tried to get Smokey, but Smokey got booped, and Smokey does not like that. Runs away. And the rest of you just keeping an eye on these fucking dung sweepers all the days long. But eventually,
I love that movie, Eric. I love that fucking movie.
fuck it. We'll just use this. As you guys are,
sorrow. Sorry.
it's all good. So as you guys are sweeping and it's getting towards the end of the day, and you're like, thank fucking God, I'm almost done with this. Suddenly, bolting out of, during the boring work around the end of the day, around the middle of the day, you hear the dung sweepers go, what the fuck is that? And you turn around and look down the alley, and you see crawling up to their buckets full of dung is this thick, fat, horse-sized centipede-looking creature. It has like deep, pale yellow skin, far too many legs, and tentacles coming off the front of its face, thin, long tentacles coming out the front of his face, along with mandibles and a toothed jaw behind it, and long, glossy gray eyes as it comes up and starts eating out of the barrel, and then it hisses at the rest of the dung sweepers. Let's roll a little. One of the guards, you see her down the street, one of these guards go, holy shit! And I need everyone to roll initiative as this creature attacks.
Yeah.
Is that bug wielding a crossbow?
I couldn't find a proper mini. I tried. Oh my God, did I try. No, not really.
You said it crawled out of like a sewer
Down the
grate?
alley. Crawled out of the alley. Come on! Alright then, let's get to it. Bow music. Okay, who rolled a 20 plus? Who rolled a 15 plus?
Roll the 17.
Nice. Who rolled a 10 plus?
14.
Who rolled a 5 plus?
7.
7? What'd you get, Nero?
5.
What's your dex score?
My dex score is let me double check here. +2.
Okay. And that's our initiative. You guys see this horrible, ugly fucking bug come out, and it needs killing. It needs killing quick. So, Darwin, you are up to bat at the top of our initiative if you're with us.
Can I? Is the floor of the alley like can I tell anything about like how quickly the creature moves or anything like that, or whether it's impeded at all by the dung?
No, it doesn't seem to be impeded. It's a large creature, larger than you are.
Oh, okay. Then I am going to see if there's anywhere, kind of back up a bit, try to get towards somewhere where I may find some cover, but while I'm backing up, I'll cast a, um, I'll cast Mind Sliver.
All right, what do you need from me?
See. The target must succeed on an intelligence saving throw or take 1d6 psychic damage.
Is there any specifications about how smart the creature needs to be able to affect?
I don't think so. The attack save is an int 14.
Got it. Some intelligence stuff requires it to be some level of intelligence, so I just thought I'd ask. Well, it rolled a 12, and with its -5 to intelligence, it's going to be a 7.
So I guess I'll take 1d6. I'm not sure how to roll. Oh, there we go. 3.
3 damage. It sort of claws at its head a little bit as it feels pain ache through its almost mindless brain.
And then it looks like it takes subtract 1d4 from its next saving throw.
Understood. Well done. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's it.
Via Teledevion, it is your turn, my most auspicious friend.
Bonus action, he will operate his sword. Action, he will launch an Eldritch Blast. AC 12.
Just shy, I'm sorry to say. Just shy.
Okay. And move, I will move to melee base.
Alright, you get right into melee, sword drawn, well done. Turns to regard you as a violent enemy. Anything else?
No, that's all the action economy.
The guards go, charge for the Sharn Watch! And they will charge spears first at the creature. Okay, and they will do one-handed spear strikes because they're wielding shields.
Why are you guys taking such short steps?
It's HR gets angry with us if we don't follow certain safety protocols. It's a very physical job. There was a whole seminar about how to properly. Anyway, the first one takes an 8 and it misses. Oh, it's so hard to hit. It's so hard to hit. And the other one is going to take a jab too, and he's going to be 16, which is going to hit for 6 points of damage. Good lord! He goes, I hit it. I actually hit it. All right, then was the guards. That's going to bring us to Lord Benrig de Fiarlen of the House of Brynfold. What would you like to do?
I will step over and good old Kong the Shield, Toll the Dead. Try and daze the creature.
Ooh, it rolls.
I think he is minus 1d4.
Is that minus 1d4? Yes. So 18 minus 4 is 14.
Oh, meets it, beats it.
Oh.
Yeah, saves. That's okay.
It was a full 4 too that took him down. Oh boy.
It's all good. Has anyone been hurt?
Not yet.
Okay.
Give it time. Give it time.
Cool. Yeah, I'll just trot maybe like over to the side a little bit, kind of behind the guards. So if he wanted to move to me, he would have to move through the guards.
Okay. Stand behind the guards.
Oh, no way. Bet.
Stay behind us. Stay behind us, sir. Your holiness.
Okay. And yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
He'll protect you. All right, that brings us to the creature. I'm gonna go. Here it comes! And it's gonna attack the guy that speared it for 6 damage because that hurt like a motherfucker.
Wait,
I
was that
use a reaction?
Oh, sorry, Nero. I was confused. It is Nero's turn. I apologize.
Everyone forgets about Nero.
Shadow Sorcerer, man, you're hard to see.
I'm so sneaky I snuck by the DM.
That's right.
Okay, let me think. Okay, I'm gonna. How far more am I away from it?
Let's put you in that square there. You are about 20 feet from it.
Okay, I'm going to move away 30 feet from it.
Oh, you're right. Okay, this is my big time. Turn around and run as fast as you can.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, because I'm not getting in a melee with that thing. Fuck that.
Fuck that. You run past Darwin.
Sure, yeah, why not? And then I'm going to look at the big bug, and I'm going to cast Chaos Bolt.
Chaos Bolt. What color? What flavor? What ice cream topping are we using for this Chaos Bolt?
Well, here's the thing. Let's see if I hit first, okay?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just 14 hits.
14 does hit.
Okay, excellent. That's 1 Chaos Bolt, and I get to roll 1d8 to find out what it is.
Isn't it 2d8 plus 1d6?
I roll a d8 to find out the damage type. It's going to be...
you choose one of the 2 d8s. So you roll 2d8 plus 1d6, and then you use the numbers on your 2 d8s to get 2 choices. Choose one of the d8s. The number rolled on that die determines the attack's damage type.
Okay, I rolled one of the d8s I roll. Okay, then. That's a 6 and a 4 for 10 damage.
Okay.
And then...
So that should be poison and force damage. Which one would you like?
I also roll a 1d6, but I'll take force damage, definitely.
Alright, force damage it is. Roll me that d6 on top of it.
Its total is 12 damage.
That is a lot of damage. Hero goes, "Mommy! Mommy! Ah!" And a huge blast of force comes out.
Darwin could hear, "I never know when I'm going to get when I do this thing," and I let the bolt fly.
All right, you fire this bolt of pure energy out of your hands. This time it comes out as just pure magical force. We'll say that it's like a beam of just like negative black light. And it fires into the creature for a devastating, 13 damage?
12.
12 damage. That is no small number, especially at this level. It is pretty hurt by that. Not bloody, but pretty hurt.
Okay. I'll help him back here.
God damn, you should figure out how to make that more consistent.
If it was like, yeah, I'm still figuring it out. You're lucky I got this for. You're lucky I got that out of me.
All right. As you guys are having a small conversation in the back, the big monster is going to look at one of the guards and go and attack him. So we're going to do a tentacle attack. Fuck, it's in that one. And then it's going to do a bite attack, which is significantly better for 24 to hit.
Could I use a reaction to warding flare.
Oh, what happens?
I think as I stand behind this guard, I'll step behind him, and I'll just kind of, I think, actually, hang on, I just want to check something really, really quick. Yeah, my mom is a cleric of Dolora, so I'll just hold that pendant and just flash with light and impose disadvantage.
All right, you take your shield you've been using, you hold your pendant, and seemingly just like you just absentmindedly, like you're more focusing on the prayer than your shield. Your shield just tilts in just the right way, and a blinding flash of light bounces off of the metal of your shield into the creature's eyes. It rolls a disadvantage now.
Yes.
I was attacked by my dice. That is going to be a 22, I'm afraid.
That's all right.
It's still blinded by it, but just kind of rapidly reaches
stand
out.
behind him.
Stand behind him. That's going to be 6 points of damage to this guard. He is bloodied. He goes, my leg! It bit my fucking leg! Oh, the pain is horrible! And that is gonna be its turn. Bringing us back around to Darwin. Back here, you got a little cover, my friend. What would you like to do?
Let's see. Are these guards are just the city guard? They're not exactly the people we're hired to protect, correct?
Correct. They come to help.
Don't blow up the help.
Yeah, why are you asking?
Can I cast I think I'll like extend my hand and cast Firebolt towards the creature.
Understood. Go ahead.
24.
That will hit.
5.
All right, that's a good shot. Takes the 5. Is angered by that and bloodied by that. Well done. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
That's it.
All right, Viatelli de Vialen, Lord of the House Vialen, what do you do?
I'm going to cause some shadow to kind of leak down and soak into the bug. As it becomes hexed. I think I'm going to affect strength.
All right.
And move. I'm going to stay in base contact, but I want to work my way to the opposite side, so I am between the sweepers and the bug.
Yeah, with all of your speed moving through the Benrig's space, you're just able to get to the opposite side as such.
And action, we're gonna take a whack with my sword, because why wouldn't I?
Absolutely. It is going to take an opportunity attack. Hang on a second. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, never mind. You can. No. You get there without issue. You're good.
Okay. AC 14.
That will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
On that hex on.
That's 6. And that's a total of 12 between 6 necrotic from the hex and 6 from the flashing from the sword.
A decisive katana strike. The creature slashed into its buggy, gooey body as you open up its fat side and screeches. Is there anything else?
Nope, that's bonus action move.
Got it. The Sharn Watch sees what you're doing there, Lord Fjarlin, and they're going to say, Captain Stagit told us about this. Let's do the flank maneuver. And he goes, oh, right, I've heard of that. It's a good one. And they're both going to move to a flank with you. Lord Fjarlin. Don't worry, Lord Fjarlin. I know you're only from the House of Entertainment, but we will do our job. And we will do their best. The best may just not be enough. Let's see here. First guy misses on the advantage. Second guy definitely hits on the advantage. Because I'm doing way better than you are. And he's going to roll 3 points of spear piercing damage. Huzzah! All right, that's going to bring us to Benrig. Lord Benrig, Brivehold to Kandaric. What would you do?
I will cast a bonus action healing word on the guard who got hit.
Okay. Magnificent. Go ahead and roll some healing for
7 heals.
By the Sovereign Host. Thank you, Lord Kandaric.
And as an action, I'm going to stand up and try and whack this thing.
All right, you run in. They go, look at him. Look at him go, so brave.
23 to hit.
Oh, fuck yeah, that'll hit.
Didn't even know that was possible on this character.
That +1 mace.
Yeah. That is going to be 5 damage.
5 damage. This creature is really hurt. Really, really hurt. Is there anything else there?
No, sir.
All right, Nero. Let's see if you can take it home. Let's see if you can make a kill before it kills anyone.
How bad is it? How rough is it looking?
It's really hurt, but it's still got a little left in the tank.
How tough are the guards looking?
They look tough. They after Benrick's healing, they are fully prepared to keep fighting.
Okay, let's give it a go. I'm gonna try casting Chill Touch.
Chill Touch.
Bolt and necrotic energy at it.
All right, this necrotic hand, like your hand forward, and almost like a ghostly version of your hand fires forward across the battlefield.
23.
That'll hit. Roll some damage.
That's one of the spells they changed in the new edition.
3.
3 damage. It is not quite a kill shot, but it is close. Well done.
I yell, just die, you fucking bug.
It goes.
Never mind.
Blinded, or actually, it was Lord Fjarlin who opened its side up pretty badly and did strike it before. I think it's going to go after you, Lord Fjarlin. We're going to start with a tentacle attack. How does a 17 do?
17 hits.
All right, you are going to receive 4 points of poison damage and must succeed on a con save against said poison.
13.
13 is just a save. You feel your joints getting very, very tense, but your body's just strong enough to push through the poison. And then it's going to turn and try and bite Ben because he flashed him with his shield. And that's only going to be a 7.
Block it.
Hits your shield, but it's not enough to get through. Darwin, take us home.
Okay, so I advance towards the creature, but also towards Viatelli. Can I make it to him? In melee range with him?
No, he is beyond reach. He's on the other side of the insect, unfortunately.
Then I just post up behind the guards and then cast Firebolt again.
Excellent. You know, right behind him, and you're able to. I'm gonna give the creature half cover because you are trying to shoot through a line of good guy soldiers. So go ahead, make the attack. It's got a
Is
plus
that a
2 AC.
disadvantage or okay? Yeah.
No. You're good. It's gonna get like a little AC up.
6.
6. You try and shoot, but the guard gets in your way, and you have to wide fire so as not to hit the guard by accident.
All right. Yeah, that's it for me then.
Okay. Viatelli, this beast requires slaying. Let's see if you're able to do it.
Yep. Bonus action. I'm going to cause some of the water in the air to add some icy spikes to my outfit.
Nice.
And then we're gonna swing for the fences.
You got it. Go for it. You have advantage.
I might as well crit fish. No. AC 25.
That will hit. How do you want to do this? Because it's got 2 hit points left.
It's if it's like segmented at the head, it's just going to be a full rondello, and it's just going to be off with the segmented head.
And so it strikes at Benrig, bounces off of its shield, and as it rears back, it leaves the nape of its neck exposed, and you just one decisive samurai-like slash with 2 hands, and its head falls away across the ground, dead, defeated, slowly.
And I wipe all the gross stuff off.
I come over and cast prestidigitation on him.
All right, start working on getting all the sludge off the mold in a couple seconds.
Yeah, just stand still. I'll get you head off you, Benrig.
How you doing, Viatelli? That seemed like a bad hit.
I've had worse brawls. It was a little icky.
Need help?
I'm all right as long as we aren't going to, engage in more calisthenics.
Okay, then I kind of shrug and my hands move away from my pouches, and I turn towards the dead bug and start trying to take off bits of chitin as samples.
Make me a. You just want little samples for your pouch, or are you trying to actually skin it and all that stuff?
I'm more just taking samples. I'm not trying to get a usable piece for a piece of armor or anything like that.
You're gonna want a piece of one of those tentacles.
I moved to take a sample of that too.
Okay. Do you have any equipment on you that a herbalist kit or some vials, anything like that?
I have my thieves and my tinker's tools. I have not purchased vials, but I need to get some.
All right. We'll say that you you don't have anything to put its we'll say that you got it's fine. We'll say you got some wrappings from your mess kit, you are able to take some of just the raw meat, throw it in your bed. It'll probably go bad pretty quickly, but if you're not able to do a proper extraction, you don't have vials, an alchemy kit, for example, something like that. But you do get a little sample, so you can write down carrion crawler sample somewhere in your inventory. The guards say, another day's work for the Sharn watch. Are you all right, citizens?
We did most of the work there.
Indeed, you are of great aid. You are of great help. Well done, citizen.
Just glad you're okay. And I'll just shake their hands.
Thank you greatly for your healing, Father.
Oh, that's okay. Thank you. I'll just go to the dung sweepers. Do you guys, are these things like similar to what has been attacking you?
Well, we haven't been
Or,
attacked before. Like this is I've never seen anything like this in my life.
wow, what a city.
What a
Hey.
city. One of them goes, "There's nowhere like Dura. Nowhere like Dura, baby.
No,
Then
don't.
The grossest place in the city."
That's funny.
Say,
The Sharn watch. Oh, go ahead.
say, you guys, can you guys put in a good word for us to whoever you ask to get help from?
Oh, the guards and the tank supers like you all go what?
No, I was dung sweepers. I mean, like, put in a good spread the word about us is all I mean.
Oh no, we don't live very interesting lives. Everyone's going to hear about this. We sweep shit. This is the coolest thing that's ever happened to us.
Congratulations.
Thank you. No, congratulations to you. You were terrific. The way you shot that like black light. It was incredible.
Yeah, I can do a lot of stuff.
Wow. You guys are pretty special. The guard says, we'll go take this creature and throw it in the river, get it out of the way. And the dung sweeper's like, oh, thank you very much, thank you. And they'll drag it away. Oh, the sovereign has blessed the Sharn Watch for their service. Drag him away. The dung sweepers will say, my God, son, thank you. You're all from the King's Citadel, right? Well done. Oh, thank you very much. All right, boys, not done with the day's work yet, but we'll take an early lunch. They go have a little lunch break. You guys have a little lunch break. Get a short rest if you need it, and then the rest of the day goes. The rest of the day goes over well. And in the end, the head dung sweeper comes up to you, Vitelli, and goes, "Thank you again. It's too bad we won't have you for longer. You've really kept us safe all this time. Thank you." And he puts out his hand to shake your hand.
Well, hopefully the next folks who pick up the contract will treat you just as well. But if you and your guild ever have additional need, the Platinum Watch is available, and we're priced very reasonably. You might want to tell that to your manager.
Yes, I'm sure the Dung Sweeper Guild has known every need of such skilled individuals and is willing to pay. You wouldn't believe what we make on salary here, because no one wants to do this job, right? But we will be sure to make sure that you'll be first in line for any and all Dung Sweeper jobs. And with that, they say, we'll report back to the King's Citadel and let them know that you've done your good work. Thank you very much. As you guys make your way back at the end of the day to your home, there's going to be a bag of 100 gold waiting for you all from the King's Citadel with a note of, well, for you via Tal'Dorei, to be specific, saying, thank you for your service. Well done.
1, 2, 3, 4. There was 4 of us on duty. Callie came one day, so that's 5. That's
Whoa. Sorry, you go ahead.
no.
Oh no!
1,
if we don't
2.
work, you'll get paid. What?
He was only here. Sally was only here one day. Like I was helping you out like daily
Yeah.
most days.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
What kind of capitalist society is this?
It's
That's
Sharn.
Anger because you're not getting paid for not working.
It's Sharn, baby.
Sharn, buddy. Welcome to Breland.
So 4, 90, 45, 23. We call it 25 gold apiece
Okay.
for the
You got 100 gold.
for the four of us, and I'll see to it that Tally gets a little something.
25 for each?
Yeah.
Holy
Benric
smokes!
and Nero and Vitelli will get 25.
And Darwin.
Princess and Darwin's. The Princess and Miss Dr. Jones will get something down the line. Maybe not the Princess.
Well, you can't have any of the aura that I'm farming, so take
Okay.
that.
Okay, I have my own.
And when we get back to the station, I'm very careful about not touching any of me or my stuff with the hand that I shook hands with until I get back and can clean up.
Okay.
Yeah, you walk like this for about 2 hours. Just
Can I
like,
press-
he thinks he's some fancy pants over there. Look at him. He's
Can I
Make
Jedi
room,
mind
make
freak.
room, make room.
Make room, make room. That's
Vitelli, I can try casting prestidigitation on your hand.
I'll get it clean.
Okay.
Dips
In
hand in
fairness,
acid.
it just in fairness, I believe this is the wording of prestidigitation is that it unsoils things. It doesn't necessarily clean. It just makes them not dirty.
Nor disinfects.
It does not
What is
disinfect.
the definition of cleaning then if it's not undirty?
You can clean very
there's
poorly.
So if I've got mud on my hand, I can like wipe the mud off, and that's what prestidigitation would do. If you want to like clean it and use like soap, then you can use soap and like sterilize it basically. So I'd say prestidigitation just like it gets it out, wipes it out, doesn't decontaminate. Yeah.
It gets the worst of it. It doesn't replace
Yeah.
having to, launder your clothes, launder yourself.
Yeah. It doesn't. It is not a deep clean. It's not a deep. Yeah,
It's like
not
the
so-
first option at a car wash, where you don't
Yeah.
get the wax polish or the tire scrub.
I'm
Or
pretty
the
sure those
undercarriage.
car wash options are all bullshit and they're actually the same because I swear to God, they're all the same. Like,
Are you
Have you ever
talking
gotten
down
the
about a
Dixie foam?
capitalist society?
well, they always give you the foam, they always clean your tires. Like,
They do.
what's the difference? I don't understand what my extra $15 is going towards.
I don't know, but it feels good that you pay the
Ew.
extra 15.
It
It
does
goes
feel
to their
good.
wallets.
Yeah. Anyway,
Now I'm
sorry.
extra sure it's clean.
I feel extra confident this time. Imagine that. Huge
And then it
conspiracy.
rains.
Yeah, and then it rains immediately after. All right. So as you get back, you'll be pleased to see that your establishment is pretty much complete. All of you have nice rooms to your specifications. But more importantly, your gambling hall, tavern, it's really more like almost like a gothic nightclub at this point. It's got like elevated like surfaces for like dancers. It's almost, I dare to use the analogy, but it's like
Use
one
it.
of those like Blade. You remember the old Blade movies? It's like one of those nightclubs. It's like one of those secret vampire nightclubs a little bit. It's got the
But
long, tall windows that look out into Sharn. It's very tasteful, but it's kind of dark. And your Golan, the architect, will be there. She'll say, "Good, you're all back. Wonderful, wonderful. I hope you like the style. I know you have a ghost floating around. I thought it would be fitting that we theme it a little bit that way. But you'll note on top of the black stone and the sort of gothic windows, you'll note a piece over there, and I think Tally, you mostly will be immediately sort of like as you guys do spot in and around is contrasting surprisingly nicely is really fine Syrian art, paintings. Maybe there's even like a chandelier that is sort of in the Syrian style over everything. There's just like little relics and little doodads here and there. Like even in the shelves where all the booze is being stocked, there's just like a little thing here and there, like something for like a almost like a bookshelf kind of object, and it's like a little Syrian artifact here. And the place is kind of it's got this like Gothic cathedral mixed with Syrian style, and it kind of like not to pat myself on the aesthetic back, but it kind of slaps because the Syrian people are kind of like a sad people because of their displacement. There's a sense of mourning. There's a sense of kind of darkness amongst the Syrian people now, and it kind of fits that darkness along with the beauty of the old forgotten culture. Not forgotten, but gone away with culture. But that is a decision for you all to make if you think it's cool or not. The architect will say, so are we happy? Did we do a good job putting the place together?
I'm impressed.
Good, good. The rest of you, what do you think?
I think there should be more pinks, purples, laces, and glitter.
Duly noted, Princess. And what about the rest of you?
I check like the halls to see how loud it is outside of the actual club.
You would note maybe investigation check. Maybe investigation check. I should say.
Can I assist because I have proficiency in Mason's tools?
Sure. Yeah. Well, I'll say roll your own advantage because.
Yeah, I'll give him the help action. That's all I mean. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
20.
20. So you two kind of go around. Benrid, you're a well-trained mason, and between the two of you, you discern that it's not perfectly soundproof. If you go onto the bridge between your two towers, you can hear like if you get them to play some substantial amount of music. You can hear it's very dim though, like this like you hear the sound. But once you go into the second tower and you close the door behind you, you can't hear it. So whoever's in the room closest to the second tower, the actual club tower, you can't hear it at all. As for if you go up into the spa, and you'll see in like contrast, there's like a very nice kind of peaceful spa. It's got similar themes of Syrian art and style, but it's a little bit more like zen, a little bit more chill, a little more relaxed, a little more leisurely. It's not quite as like gothic and dark as the actual club is. But in there, it is completely silent. And there's nothing. You don't feel the vibration in the floor. You don't feel anything. So while it isn't perfectly soundproof, it is in places it needs to be.
I'm liking it.
At any point, do Darwin and Benrig do they go outside to kind of see the soundproof and kind of see if the sound travels? Okay. I want to say probably around the bridge. If they kind of walk out there and they're kind of looking around, I think Tally would just be still sitting on the edge of the sky landing, the sky coach landing. It'll just kind of. What are you guys looking at?
Our new place.
Oh.
Probably not there in the area.
Okay.
What are you looking at?
Yeah, we're just checking out the new construction to see looking for quality. Also, it's kind of loud, but looks pretty cool in there.
Is that what that noise was?
Yeah, it's our
no,
it's our new.
The noise that you're hearing was this, and it's 5 coins in a little tiny bag. That's for you.
They only paid us 10, 15, 30 gold?
They paid us more than that, but you showed up for work one day.
So it's like that.
Well, Fjarlin.
What
And
what are you doing out here, Tal'Dorei? Are you okay?
uh yeah, I'm fine. Just been enjoying the breeze.
I roll an investigation check to see if I can detect any smells of shampoo. A 10.
You wait, what?
He put his hat back on when you guys walked
Oh,
out.
got it.
He actually hides the fact that it's shoulder length.
Okay. Well, I think we're just settling in, and then we're gonna decide what to do after.
Yeah,
Okay,
come check out what they finished in here.
sure. I was gonna stay in my uh room, if you can call it that. But yeah, I'll come down. And he like wraps the whip around a pole and just like repels down.
Nice. Maybe an acrobatics check.
Oh shit.
Oh man, I want to do cool shit. I got to roll for it. What the fuck?
Also, I'm gonna play into Brandon. Yo, what's your whip look like?
Mmm. Well, you might not need that information. That's a 10 on that roll.
You manage it, but you have a moment midway through there. Like you manage it and you get onto the bridge and you land fine. But about midway through, there's like this draft you just didn't calculate for. You have this moment of like, I'm gonna fucking fall and die. This is it. I'm done. Oh, okay. You have a
So
moment of mortal peril. You guys all see it on his face, but then he does it just fine. He lands.
I think he during that moment of peril, like he tries his best to like hide it, but you know, like when somebody is like stone faced, but their limbs like they try to like grab for something, he definitely does that. And in his mind, he's just thinking like, so that's what all this time was for. This is where it ends. This is where uh and he lands and
Just like a
as he
basic
mhm.
loading.
As he kind of flicks his wrist to uncoil it from the pole up there, he grabs it down and he kind of twirls his hand. And as it comes down, almost snake like, uh, the way it coils on his arm. I think it would be not gaudy in any sense, but you could tell that there's great care awarded to this item. The leather is of a slightly shiny. I don't know if you could polish leather. I want to say yes. Uh, and yeah, so polished and I'd probably give it like middle class, upper middle class, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like you wouldn't know this necessarily. Benrig was just wondering if it was like something he just kind of picks up, or if it's something he kind of seems like more prized possession. Not
Mhm.
prized, but you know the sentiment. I mean,
Yeah. I think you would get the sense that it's a possession that
more
he
important
takes
to
care
him.
of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more important. Yeah, yeah, that's all. Yeah, come on in. Let's go take a look.
Mm. All right, Fjarlin, can I please have my pay?
Absolutely. Here.
Th- Thank you. You're too kind. And yeah, he'll grab the money and follow Benrig and Darwin and Fjarlin back inside and have his first looks at the renovations and the Siren art. architecture style. I guess how hmm I guess what would the art or the architecture kind of look to Tally? You know, like what would I don't know how to ask this. I feel like it's almost a player response, but
Okay. So you want to know how Tally would feel about like if this is appropriate or if it's kind of like what do you do?
yeah, a little bit. Kind of like would he see it as like a respectful um a respectful rendition of his people, or would it be kind of like a bastardization of his culture?
Do
Real
you
culture
know when
versus like
you're
touristy culture.
yeah
Yeah,
yeah do you know when like you're sad or you're going through something you listen to like sad music like I'm like listening to
angsty
music to make me
2000s
feel
teenager.
worse yeah like you're going
Yeah.
through something so you listen to music to make you feel worse and for some reason that makes
Mm.
you feel better.
Hmm.
That's kind of what this is. It's, but it's not. It's very tasteful. Like you guys put all of your rewards into funding this place. So these aren't like some shithead down the street just kind of like threw together something Siren-esque. Like you look at some of these, and I think that a lot of people would explain to you like where they got them and their significance and their like the art history behind it. And you'd recognize that they're like authentic art pieces recovered from collectors after the morning. So this is like the art and sculptures and whatnot is very authentic. Um,
Would I know the
sorry,
name of any of these pieces?
perhaps. Give me a second.
Okay, sorry.
No problem. Okay, so um, sorry, hang on. Okay. So you would also know that the Syrian there's like especially amongst the youth of the Syrian people because it's been about 4 years since the morning. So there's a generation of people who have grown up like having vague like lived in Syria all their lives, but like and through their childhood, but are now like have entered into their teenage years, their young adult years, and you know,
Yeah.
it's kind of not their home anymore. So, especially amongst the youths of Syria, they dress in black, in almost
Yep.
like a style of perpetual mourning, almost.
Hmm.
So you look around, and it's not like anything you've ever seen done in Syrian style before,
Excuse me.
but it's not disrespectful and it's not shoddy. It's very authentic Syrian art. It is probably very expensive Syrian art, and combining these dark styles is new, but like it's probably going to go well with the young crowd.
Yeah.
And you can't help but feel like you haven't seen the place fully blown out yet with like music and people going off, but it doesn't feel disrespectful or a bastardization of culture. It feels like something new and true to the experience of the Syrian person post war.
I don't think Tally has probably given some hints to a few people in the party of his origin. But I think he's quite guarded about that fact. So I think he would look around and kind of walk past some of the art probably graze his hand on some of the walls. And I think he would have a solemn but appreciative look on his face. And he'll kind of turn around after he does a walk around the room, and he'll nod and say,
There
"This
will
is
be
going
two
to."
pieces. There will be two. Before you say anything,
Ooh,
I'm gonna say there's two pieces of art in here. Well, first and foremost, let me ask you a couple things. Are you proficient in painter supplies?
in painters?
Yeah.
No, I am not.
No.
I do forgeries really good though.
Are you proficient in history?
Indiana Jones, of course.
Of course.
It was Indiana. You're Talenta Jones.
Talenta
that's right.
Jones. Oops. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Roll me a history check to see if you recognize any of the paintings.
Okay. We're gonna inspire that one.
Sure.
That'll be a total of 19.
Yeah, there's definitely a couple pieces in here you recognize. A lot of pre-war stuff. I'm actually going to post an image. I think I've kind of captured what I had in mind for what the place looks like on the inside. So in the Zoom chat, image coming your way. That's kind of what the interior looks like when it's more filled.
Wow.
I have to download the picture to see the full thing.
Sorry.
I can right click. No, I can't.
Okay, maybe that's let's see where else could I send it. I sent it. I just posted it.
It's okay. I opened it in photos.
Got it.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
As fuck.
A little bit, but like it depends on the vibe, on the music and the vibe.
Yeah, we got to get some strobe lights.
People were like
disco
standing
ball.
around, not doing anything, but like they'd be dancing and like celebrating.
Is there a dark wood gothic confessional booth somewhere?
Oh fuck yeah, that's sick. No, there isn't. Oh, you wanted that, didn't you? Yeah, they're fully
something
is.
just like even like a
You
little
wanted, like, an
shrine,
altar.
some like shrines or something. Yeah,
You should have it next to where the bouncers would stand.
that's what I mean. Like
So you can
people
do it
on
when you go
on
in,
their way
and you
in.
can do it when you
That's
go
what I'm
out.
saying.
Yeah.
No, I will say that there is there's like an altar to it's slipping my mind, but the god of luck, the god of gamblers.
Yeah, the goddess of luck.
Alondra is a feast in fortune.
Under that,
Cole Corin is world and wealth.
I think that's the one.
I think
Corin.
That or Alondra for like luck, because like near a gambling hall, you might want to play for some luck.
There's one that's
Alondra says patron of entertainers, gamblers, and risk takers. So I thought we could have one to Alondra, and then we could have one to Cole Corin, who is the guide and protector for traders, travelers, and supporter of fair negotiation.
Interesting. Okay. They definitely have a laundry. They can have Cole Corin put in there if you want.
It's all good. That was just what I had posed before, but
so you're wanting to set up a private, like, small room in a nightclub for people to get lucky.
Well, it is also an inn.
We rent rooms for that.
It's an inn.
So there's beds in this establishment.
You gotta bring your own companion.
I'm just gonna come out and say it. Are we opening a whorehouse?
A lot of moms on the street would say you are, regardless.
I'm certain that trade will happen in and of its own nature.
Yeah.
We have
Oh.
food, we have drink, we have places to stay.
I
Yeah.
was just going to suggest posting security outside the confessionals. Or
Yeah.
You would, I think, Benry walked through. Benry,
Yeah.
you know that like a couple streets over is the Dragon Eye neighborhood, which is
Red light
basically like a changeling. Yeah, it's like gambling halls, brothels. It's like
Yep.
it's where shit gets really. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I
anyway,
mean, you got to
just-
be ready if they get handsy in the confessionals, you know?
Yeah, but so yeah, to swing it around, yeah, there's like a little like private altar space near the door for like on the way out, basically on the way out you pray to your God for forgiveness.
Why is there
Sovereign-
a
Sovereign
couch in
forgives you,
the...
Talenta.
Why is there a couch in the confessional? That's weird.
That's so disgusting.
Feels like
That's
don't not
definitely not. That's terrible.
don't take like a.
It's okay. It's on the priest side.
I mean,
That didn't make it better or worse.
I
This
don't
is so
know.
much better and worse.
Come here, sit with your...
Bye, guys. Have a nice session.
Sit on my lap. Tell me.
Hope you guys are all healed up.
That's not canon. That's not canon. That's
not canon.
my
That's
head
definitely
canon.
No,
That's
it's
my
hilarious.
head canon.
No, it is
but,
hilarious.
yeah.
I think
Talenta
there's
just
some
made a
laughter.
casting couch in the nightclub.
No.
I think the architect laughs. She says, I mean, maybe not in the confessional, but it would be funny if we put one like right beside it, so people can like line up.
No, enough. Both of you, enough.
Because
I'm just
anyway,
spitting my
Tabby,
beats.
you might be. So I'll get
Yeah.
back to you on like what you recognize. But there's two pieces of art that you look at, and the contents might hold something. One is a pre-war painting of Metro, the capital of Syria, back in its glory day, pre-war. And the second one is of the late last queen of Syria. It's a just sort of portrait of her. Those are the two.
You said the last what?
The last queen of Syria. It's just like a sort of painting of her, stylized, but it's her. She looks very severe, as most do when being painted. It takes a couple hours. Are going to smile that one.
Yeah. I think he'll kind of like turn his head to the side as he looks at the painting after just seeing, you know, Metro. And he'll kind of turn away and he'll look back to the party and he'll say, this place is going to be very popular with the younger Sirens. So good call on the decoration.
Could I do some sort of history or insight check?
Yeah, maybe an insight check.
Can I make an insight check too on Tally?
Sure. Tally, make me a persuasion check because that's what you were doing. You were
More so into the part he said about like the youths after looking at that, which is why I said history. If I've like heard anything of, I don't know. It's a 17 for Benrick.
11.
Yeah, 5 from Tally.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's pretty apparent from Tally's reaction that there's a sad nostalgia there. And it's a sad nostalgia that like, I mean, you guys are looking at the paintings and you're going, oh, that's cool, yeah. But he like feels it. And he's not a young guy like he's saying about the young crowd, but what you just get is a nostalgic sadness from Tally. Nothing more than that. Unfortunately, he's not able to relate more than that.
Got it. And it's just a portrait of a woman, you said?
Yeah, you can make me a history check on the queen or the painting if you want. So it's a lot of
That's a
stuff.
Can we?
19. That was
19.
what I was more interested in.
Understood. You look at that and you do recognize that. Hang on.
More so like the geographical uh significance, I guess.
The city you don't recognize.
Mm.
You don't know what that is,
Mm.
but you do definitely recognize the woman. Let's see here. Okay. You recognize Queen Danelle Irwina, who was the last reigning queen of Syria before the war. She's dead. She died in the war.
She
At least
died
that's what the
in the
yeah,
war?
no, she died in the morning.
Oh.
So the event that destroyed the nation of Syria, she was slain in that on that day.
Mm.
At least that's what reports say. They largely confirm that she was present in Syria when it all went down.
Okay. Yeah, Benner will keep that to himself. He'll just think about that. I see. Well, hopefully it can bring happiness to many people and some coin to our pockets.
Sure it will. I mean, we've seen in the what was that, a refugee camp? Would you call it that, Ryan? The one in Sharn?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's more like it's a slums
Yeah.
right around the corner.
I mean, to be fair, we've all seen some of the living conditions of some of the Sirens in the city. I'm not sure how much money they can spend, but I'm sure that this would be a wonderful gathering place for those individuals.
Well, I think there's a two-layer opportunity. The first is to give, because there are some Sirens who have means, and that's fantastic and wonderful. There is a certain cachet associated with the lost nature of some of the Syrian culture that is going to attract people who
Curious.
are looking for, looking for novelty, looking for a new experience, to examine, some of the history and that sort of stuff. And that's equally fantastic. But both of those underlie our ability. It's not a lot, but it's what we can do. And that's to put coin in the hands of some of the day-to-day Syrian refugees. And, as some of those people then spend that to improve themselves, some of it is going to be with the other Sirens, and it will help to upcycle all of that.
Enrichment, we'll call it.
It's a token. I mean, in comparison to the whole thing, but if you get enough tokens, you you start to have an actual train. And
Yeah.
to that end, before we open this to the public, please, and I'll invite the architects to have a seat. I went out of my way to learn a little something a couple of days ago, and I'd like to play it for you now.
Oh, most certainly. Well, thank you.
And Viatelli would like to play two pieces. The first is the Siren piece that I went to House Fjarlin to pull the music for and play that. And the second piece is the piece I wrote that garnered the attention of my patron. Because this endeavor is as much her doing as it is mine.
Tally looks at you intently, like he knew that you were gonna play this song.
Sorry about that. I've got. God, that's miserable. An 11. I don't have a inspiration to try to do better.
You, and this isn't like a full performance. You're kind of playing the acoustic version. It's not bad. It's not bad by any means. But and like the piece that you got too was like it was kind of a classic. It wasn't like quite what you were looking for. It was a little bit of a popular thing. But it's good. It's you place the music and you guys got like the idea of what it could be and like blown up a little bit more with more instruments, more music, kind of gives you the preliminary.
Viatelli, that was beautiful. Sound spells on.
Yeah, you read it there, Vito.
Sorry, that was my wife who was calling. I had to call her back.
No worries.
Just to get that out of the way.
Where did you learn that?
There's House Fjarlin keeps a number of songs and plays and that sort of stuff in their library, and after hearing you kind of hum and whistle a little bit the other day, I had the thought that perhaps I would try to go and learn something authentic. I need work, but I'll get better.
I have always heard from passersby a lot of traveling nowadays for sirens, but their note and chord and rhythm are a bit different than many of the other civilized places of the world. It can be hard to master.
I'll do what I can. I'll improve.
I'm sure the Sirens will appreciate the effort.
Sharina, Ooh, voice crack. Sharvina says, that was most excellent, and I think that brings us excellently to my next point, which is, there's employees. You sent me out to hire some employees. You wanted me to make sure I hire the right people for the right jobs. You're more than welcome to review the people yourself that I brought in, but if you want to just, keep things moving along, that's okay too. And you should probably have your opening night sometime soon, because everything's organized, everything's ready to go. We've made accounts with House Kondarix all set up. The food, the drink, the supplies have all been imported, and you're ready to open business. So whatever you want to do, you can view the staff personally or get to opening night, whatever you prefer.
Who wants to look at the staff?
I'm willing to let if they've been vetted by the folks from House Galanda and within the bounds that we set, where we were, if it's possible to hire a Siren, we wanted to hire a Siren.
We got more than a couple.
I'm happy to lean on their expertise. I mean, if you want to, but I'm not somebody who does that for a living. I'm willing to accept paid expertise for what it is.
Well, I, on the other hand, love picking servants. I could help out with that.
They're employees, Selena.
My servants are employees. I pay them every day.
Speaking of which, I think you owe some back pay the last couple days, huh?
How many days has it been?
Do you remember the last day you paid them?
400.
No.
Do you think you paid them before or after the Dark Sweeper job?
Definitely not after.
Okay, so let's just call her there. So 7 days, so each of them needs 14 silver.
14 silver. And I did an excellent job picking these servants. I'm sure I'd do a good job picking our servants for the business. And I'll make sure to pick pretty ones too. People like to look at pretty servers.
The two goblins look at each other and smile. Yeah.
I'm willing to help go through the servants too if the princess needs any help.
What wages are we looking to afford the performers?
The architect says, she starts getting into the nitty gritty of it, but just to make your lives easy, we'll be using a modified version of 2014 DMG running of business rules. Slightly modified just to make sure that your profits are better than what the book prescribes. We're basically, depending on how involved you are, it'll make it easier to make money. If not, it can run by itself. And we do a roll at the end of the week to see if you've made money or lost money, depending on circumstances. And that money that you'll make or lose is based on its operation costs. So he tells you how much it costs to keep the place running, and you'll make or lose money based on it.
So if I wanted to tell individuals what they could make in a night,
She says, "Oh, well, I mean, we've already told them the salary. Some people are making 2 silver because they're considered unskilled hirelings, such as, let me think here, such as the barmaids, Though they usually make about 2 silver. There's some cleaners, 2 silver. But the people who run the spa, the croupiers, the bartenders, those all make 2 gold a day because they're considered skilled hirelings. Anyone from any of the Megamark houses might be a little bit more, if you're able to afford that, thanks to some of the money you brought in. And the entertainment staff is definitely going to be considered 2 silver. So really just the barmaids make 2 copper. Everyone else makes 2 gold. Or 2 silver.
Understood.
Everyone else makes 2 gold. So is there, yeah, we could get right to it. If there's anybody who'd like to vet anybody, where would you like to go take a look at our employees? We have the entertainment staff, the spa staff, the croupiers, the gambling hall staff. We've got cooks, barmaids, bartenders. Yeah, you got quite a staff on your hands.
Did they get rid of the ectoplasmic entity? And Darwin kind of looks around.
No, he's still around. In fact, yes, actually. And she'll point over to the bar, and you'll see, I believe his name is Elaine.
Yes, Elaine.
You'll see Elaine over there doing like flair bartending. Throwing around some bars, spinning them around in the hand, making some drinks. Because, yeah, surprisingly, a good bartender, and was insisted that they would be happy to help with the bartending, thanks to all of your renovations. So that's good. So that's someone you don't have to pay.
Elaine, how's it feeling?
They can't leave. Elaine goes, Master Duskfall, I must relate to you my enthusiasm that the place is looking a little more refurbished these days. I can't say it is quite the same as my old master, but it is certainly taken on to a life of its own. You have honored its former hosts, and I thank you, and will be more than happy to help with the bartending if that is your desire.
I'm all for it. You guys?
I'm not opposed either way.
He seems to be quite good with those drinks.
He'll say, here, try this! And he's going to do some flair bartending. He's going to make up some drinks. He'll pour each of you a drink. Yeah, you'll put them forward. And you're going to see that it's this strange, like, liquor drink that perfectly, and I mean perfectly, separates liquor on the bottom and ale on top.
I'll try that.
You drink it, and it tastes like an ale. And if you down it, it gets all the way to the ale, and then immediately becomes liquor. And you take a shot off at the end of it. You have no idea how he is able to achieve like this consistent, perfect separation, but he does, and it's kind of cool.
What is
Elaine?
that old adage? Beer or ale before
Liquor before beer. You're in the clear. Beer before liquor, never been sicker.
So is that what you're gonna call this drink?
I call this a good night.
Damn straight. Elaine, I don't know how you did this, but keep doing it.
As you say, Master Duskfall, as you say. I will need nights off then, tonight. I get time. House Commander Lady Sharvina says, the other two are just over there. And she's going to point to a blue and green skinned kobold in a bartending apron and what looks to be a human woman. Both of them seem to be like dressed bartender-like, and they're kind of talking to each other off to the side of the club. Because that is, the kobold's name is Moss. And the woman is Sharn, and her name is Lillian Hacken. Both of them are trained bartenders.
Nice. Excellent. How many employees overall are we going to have?
Let's see. That's going to be 3 bartenders. So 5 barmaids. 4 cooks. Because there's shift work upstairs, so they won't all work at the same time all day every day. So
Okay.
keep that in mind. 3 croupiers, 3 small staff members, and 4 entertainers. And then all of you, but you are owners, so.
There's no like front of house, back of house, head of whatever that would like, I guess, be our main point of contact or our main interaction.
Those would most probably, I mean, you could assign one if you wish. The bartenders are equipped to do such things. But everyone has their specialty. So the bartender manages the bar and keeps everything sorted there. The croupiers manage the gambling hall and spa and so on and so forth. And all of you can tend to the numbers. If you're not present, they're going to have to figure it out amongst themselves to tend to the numbers. And that's my sort of explanation for why you guys being there might make the place operate smoothly, more smoothly, because you guys are front of those factories.
Makes sense.
I'm sorry, can you say that again, Ryan? You didn't come through all the way.
It says, just that you guys being present will make things run more smoothly. So there's a higher chance of earning money if you guys are present while things are running.
If someone's actively here.
Yeah.
And there's an inn in here too, correct?
There is an inn. There is a there is an inn. There's a tavern, bartender, spa, all the things that you sought. An altar to a god. Many facilities.
The gambling hall and the cloister, I believe.
Cloister? Well, it's not a full cloister. It's just an altar.
Okay, altar. Okay then, got it.
Yeah, there's no attending priest. It's not. I didn't imagine you wanted it to be that intense.
Well, I mean, I believe. Okay, thank you very much. No. It's okay. Never mind.
Okay.
I mean, that might be Lord Benrig.
Yeah, we already have a priest.
I mean, chances are he'll be wherever we are, so. Unless he deems his lord's will to save as many souls as possible by staying at this altar.
Well, we'll see, but I don't think you guys would be able to last too long. So, for now, I'll stick with you.
And we greatly appreciate it, Lord Kandaric.
Now, if I may suggest, I think you should all hold opening night on the 20th. That's in 3 days. Because the following day, there is supposed to be a bit of a parade here in Tavix Landing, which is meant to celebrate Syrian culture. So perhaps people will want to be in their spirits, and it might be a good selling point for you to open the day before the parade.
I think that's a great idea.
That's a fantastic idea.
We can definitely spend those 3 days trying to hand out flyers or something like that.
Actually, there's these 3, I guess, urchin children who stand around the Orion station and have been promoting this place of their own volition. I'm not told that anybody sent them there, but they just seem to have taken it upon themselves to let people know of this place's grand opening. It's caused a little confusion, but
They're
very
good
enthusiastic.
kids.
What do you know where I can find them?
Just down near Ryan Station. They stand outside of the terminus station. They stand outside the light rail station and talk about how great it is up here. But like we're not open yet, so it's caused a little confusion.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead down there and talk to him a little bit.
Well, very well. You must. If you want to, whatever you think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is anyone going with Nero, or is there anything anyone else supposed to do up here?
Sorry, you said you're going where?
I'm heading down to check on the kids down near on the ground, promoting the place.
Oh, I forgot we did that.
So what was just said is that there's 3 urchins, the kids that you met,
Oh,
who have
sorry.
taken it upon themselves to promote the place. And Nero wants to go talk.
I'm gonna go check out the spa.
You're checking out the spa?
I'll go along with Nero.
Okay. If anyone wanted to check out other sections of the club and its employees, that's totally cool. Okay. So, why don't we... What's Benraid, Selena, what are you up to? Look around the place. Just chill. It's okay, it's just...
Yeah, maybe just chill, get settled into a room. See if I can putter around for some cool scrolls.
Sure. Yeah, if you go to your room, it's definitely been renovated. It's a lot nicer. I think they would have even had a very small altar put into your room of the Sovereign Host. Very stylized for your situation.
Cool.
Some House Kandaric information.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll just take and kneel in front of the altar and just do a little prayer.
And anybody let me know what else they want to do. So Darwin, why don't we stick with you, and we'll go up to the spa and see what's hanging around up there. So, you go up to the spa. Let me see if I can find some Zen music. Oh, that's not right. Oh, that's not it. Nope. Very cool. You go up to the spa, Darwin, and it is a very nice sanctuary. It has the elegance and elaborate themes of Siri. Seem to mingle with Brailish ambition, little bits of those Brailish themes here. It is a vision of the hospitality artistry. It has some sort of almost arboreal elements to it. There's lots of greenery in it, indoor plants in here. Floor to ceiling glass that seems to offer views of Sharn through walls. There's little doors that lead here and there to different rooms that are, one's for massage, one's for this and that. And you're going to see the 3 employees. The first one, you're going to be approached by this woman. She is. She doesn't look like some airhead. She doesn't look like some fool. She's, a respectable woman. She's dressed very nicely. She comes up and shakes your hand and says, "Hello, my name is Brandon Irmarie Merlan. I am from Syria. I was told to say that. And I am in charge of the masseuses up here. I am sort of the head of the spa. I also am responsible for certain alchemical therapy for different people. And it's a pleasure to meet you.
Darwin's eyes seem to flicker in a way that seems evocative of like a human's eyes like briefly widening. But upon the mention of alchemical like treatments, and I kind of like, ooh, alchemical treatments. Can you elaborate more? What sort of things can you do here?
Oh, well, we have a lovely healer and aromatherapist from House Jarosco. We have also this uh, very. We have this individual who is a follower of the Path of Light, one of the Kalishtar, actually, and they are an expert in guided meditation and crystal therapy. I myself am actually a former army surgeon from the Syrian military, so I'm highly experienced in the body, how it works, muscles. Like I said, used to be a surgeon. While this isn't quite surgery, I do understand all the pain points, pressure points. I do understand the body from an internal perspective. So we specialize in chemical therapy, aromatherapy, minor healing, and meditation, crystal therapy. We do a lot of things here. Massage, acupuncture, all sorts.
That is so fascinating. Do you ever hold classes here, or where I can learn more about the stuff that you do?
I'd be more than happy to tell you. We don't know classes, but I mean, you're the boss. If you ever wanted to learn a little bit, I'd be more than happy to help. And by the way, may I just say, these services aren't only just for people like myself with skin. A lot of my alchemical therapy can work very well for Warforged. You're made of metal and wood, which is a little tougher than skin and muscle. But I assure you that I think I have some things that might be regular for individuals such as yourself.
Darwin gets very visibly excited, and like almost claps his hands and says that like uh, hmm, brilliant. Yes, I would especially love to know about what you can do for Warforged.
Would you like a little tester?
Please.
Right this way then, Mr.
Uh,
And she'll take you to one of the rooms, and you come in this room, and it's very lush, very nice, very peaceful. And you see what she like leaves and comes back with like a little trolley, very peaceful trolley. All four wheels touch the ground and everything, and it's covered in a number of like vials and beakers and so on and so forth. And she takes one. She like washes her hands. She like talks you through the process where she will basically take a number of alchemical reagents, and she like washes like towels with them, and then like with her hand in the towel, she'll like press in between your plating where like the wood portions of your body are lower, and it seems to almost like soften the wood enough that there's enough compression that you can feel it. And she starts like using the alchemy to sort of like, I don't know, like very lightly kind of like numb out your joints to make them pliable, so you feel like little snappings and little adjustments, almost chiropractor like, but very pleasant, like fuzzy sensations. You're very surprised at her capabilities. She's using like what seem to be like heavy duty acids and other sort of potent alchemical reagents to sort of. Yeah, go ahead.
Do I recognize any of the reagents?
Are you proficient with alchemy tools?
No.
No. You recognize that they are alchemy tools and that there are different alchemy reagents, but you don't recognize what she's working with. She'll explain some of them to you and tell you about them. And like, it's really good. You do like You didn't know you could feel so relaxed. She's pretty good at what she does. Um, and in the end, you actually feel like you can't smell. You don't have you have like sensors. You have like sentences, and you're smelling good. You're like kind of living it out. You got this like fuzzy sensation in like your joints that is like pleasant. It makes you feel really relaxed. And you kind of come out after a half an hour, and you're feeling really good. You know that you could experience and enjoy a massage, but apparently you can't.
Yeah, I like feel really relaxed, but I guess, and I apologize. I haven't really learned, I guess, how to differentiate or keep from switching between character and like, I guess, I think you guys call it above the table. But yeah.
Okay.
Uh, would I have had to have disrobed in order to get this massage?
Probably not. Um, I think you wouldn't have had to if you don't want to, but she would have said like she can be more thorough if you
Um, I would have kept things to, I guess, like I would have kept like my robes on. But she could have like treated some of the joints in my arms and stuff like that.
do. Fair enough. Yeah. So well, if you meant like your clothes, like yeah, she's like get the clothes off, so that you're just like in your armor, basically, if you do have armor. Um, do you
But
have armor?
my armor is basically my body.
I am armor.
Yeah, exactly. This Warforged like
The suit
installed.
is a part of me.
Yeah, exactly. So, what armor do you have like installed on your body?
I think I have a scale mail right now. Yeah.
Scale, yeah, and you can take it off if you wish to, right?
Yes, I can like undone it or something, but I think
Yeah.
it takes an hour at this point in order to. Yeah.
Okay,
You
yeah.
need like a pit crew.
So she says, like, definitely take off the robe and the clothes and everything. And she says, like, if you wish, you can take off the armor and she can be more thorough, but her services don't um, require that. She just will have to work on like your joints between the armor rather than the full body. So presumably for this one, she gives you like a little demo. This won't take too much of your time. She does just work on like the arm joints, maybe like the fingers, like shoulder, like underarm, shoulder area. Uh,
All right,
joints. I'll say take inspiration because you're feeling so good. And just the service you've been provided just makes you feel a little good, a little relaxed. You needed it.
I also sent you a DM through Zoom.
Oh, sure. Yeah, take a look. Considering, all right.
Colin, you're fucking stupid.
Got your ass though, didn't it? Yeah,
Yes,
that's what I
yes,
thought.
you did.
That's what I thought. Love you, Brennan.
All right.
You too, man.
Uh, during the treatment, I guess I'll have to kind of like take off my outer robes and the room, I guess, takes on a dark red hue. And I asked the woman, or like say the woman, there's an expectation of like confidentiality here, yes?
Uh, if you mean, am I going to go tell people about you and you're fine. No, I'm not going to spread it around. I mean, this is a masseuse area, but I'm traditionally a surgeon, and I take my patients very seriously under the same oath of conduct that I would for any other patient back in the war.
Well, I would appreciate it if no one but you knew about this and kind of like make an arrangement to if I were to come back for treatments, only she would be serving me. But like then reveal the like aberrant dragging mark that's kind of like coursed through my chest.
You do that, and she kind of I don't roll to see if she understands. But, you do that, and she says she'll ask you a little bit about it. She'll just be like, "Oh, that's interesting." She'll ask you a little bit about it, like what is it? Like, is it or cause you pain? Is it a wound? Like, is it something that I can help you with?
I'm trying to figure that out myself. I'm not exactly sure. I woke up with it after waking up after the morning, and it's been with me since. Hasn't responded to my various pokings, proddings. If anything, it seems to be alive in some ways, and I'm um I'm just trying to learn more about it at this point.
Let's see. Wow, I'm most interesting. I could. I know you said you want confidential, but we have our House Jarosco member from the House of Healing present for the spa staff.
No, 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 no. From what I understand, any other house would not, uh, or would not react kindly or good to me having this.
I see. Very well. Then we'll stay between us. And she does, and she'll perform the massage, and you feel really good. And you leave her with that, and she's she's curious. The curiosity of a surgeon kind of is with her, and she has it's not gonna left an impression. Okay, let's circle over to Nero. Tally, you said you were going with Nero?
Yeah, I was gonna head down and check on the kids on the urchins promoting our club down below.
Understood. Understood. All right. Just a moment while I get my urchins out. Here we are. Okay, you go down, you see the three kids who are like on the side of the street. You see like the little girl, she has a like a sign, and they must have found some ink somewhere, and they wrote like in really bad spelling, like penthouse party, and the other two kids, mostly the portly boy, kind of being like, the penthouse is the best place to be in all Sharn, best place to be in all Sharn. You go up there, you get all really drunk and have a lot of fun. And the little tiefling boy with the eye patch is kind of like standing with them. And he's like quietly kind of like dancing around with them as they're talking, but he's a little bit more shy clearly. And you approach them. And the boy kind of points in your face. He goes, "You should go to the penthouse party because it'd be so much fun for adults."
I give him a round of applause, but I'm one of the owners of the penthouse party.
They look a little taken aback. They look back at the little girl. She puts her hands on her hips, and, like looks at you, and she trusts you. And the boy says, I don't think Nat thinks you're telling the truth. We met the owner, and he was really nice, and he looked way more attractive than you do.
Well, I'm one of the other. Well, I'm one of the other owners. The couple of us actually.
They kind of like look at you. The little tiefling boy's hiding behind the portly boy. The portly boy's like got his arms folded. The little girl's got her hands on her hips. They're like staring you down. Like you're a stranger that you are.
Come on, this. I mean, they're like I try. I'll make a. Can I make a persuasion check, Ryan?
At this moment, no.
Okay. Well, look, okay. Whether you believe me or not, y'all have been doing a good job down here. I've heard you've been doing this all day.
They look at each other. Nat gives the portly boy a nod. He goes, we've been doing it the last couple of days for the nice elf man because he was nice to us and gave us some food.
Okay. Want a bite to eat?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Okay. Natural 20 for 25.
The two boys look back at Nat, the girl. She looks at them. She's like, gives them a nod, and they go, Nat thinks that it'll be okay if we eat food with you.
Okay. Okay. Well, I take him to the Tavik's Landing food spot, like beneath the club.
Yeah, it's the I forget what it's called, but it's basically like the little corner shop with like wrapped food, like wrapped sandwiches, and yeah, it's like a little like train side deli quick stop shop. You walk inside, and Gertie speaks in a voice that's not her own, of course, and she says, "Not urchins, not urchins!" And the kids kind of start running around the place, and they're like, "Wee!" And they go like picking up food, putting it on the table.
Like, so, like, and I ask the Kenku, so what's the damage?
She'll open her mouth, and it will be like, look at all the food. There's food for you as well, right?
I'll throw in a small sandwich for myself.
Okay, she looks at it all. She opens her mouth and goes, "That'll be 2 gold."
Easy.
All right, you throw it down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bags the food for you and gives it to you in a plastic bag. And there's a "Have a good day, citizen" from the
You too. You too. But I join the other kids.
The kids are like grabbing at the bag. They like want the food in the bag. They don't want to wait. They're probably hungry.
Yeah, we go eat by the fountain spots.
All right. You're like, come on, this way. As you like make your way to where it's this like dark alley.
No, okay, never mind. No. Like, okay, ask them what they want to eat.
Here, give us our food. Give us our food.
Okay, I start handing it out.
You hand out the food. Maybe you sit on the steps of the station.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds better.
They eat the food. They're like stuffing their faces. They're hungry kids.
So I kind of just sit there and listen to them, like what their names are and everything.
Yeah, you gotta ask. Otherwise, you're just a meal ticket. So, but you ask, and the portly one says, "Well, that's Nat." Points at the girl. He says, "My name is Jenks, and that's Squidly." He points at the team.
When is the last time y'all ate?
Where did you come from, Tally?
I've been here the whole time.
Tally was there. He said he'd come.
Okay.
Jenks says, "When Mr. Elf fed us, no, wait, we ate after that, didn't we?" Squidly says, we ate 2 days ago, too. He goes, "Oh, right, we ate 2 days ago, too. We found some stuff in a dumpster."
Yeah.
Wow. So there's like a whole sandwich.
Damn, not bad. Good find. And none of this bothers Nero. Like, he's lived this life easily.
No.
Tally is, talking to him like, I don't know, a mentor or somebody like that. Basically, like, wow, you guys need to be careful. You know, if you eat too much, you'll be too fat to run up and down the streets. So
Nat will kind of do like this. She'll do something with her fingers. And Squidly will
I
laugh.
know common sign language. Yeah.
Okay, so you understand that. Hey!
So what did she say? Please.
Nat, so what the fuck did she say? Nat basically says, well, what did you say? You said like eat too much or when goes like, Nat goes like, he's right, we'll be fat like Jenks. And Jenks is like, hey, and Squidly laughs.
He's not like Sal.
You don't
Look, he's not.
understand.
Okay. I don't understand your rights.
Now that's not a nice thing to say about Jinxie.
They all three of them look at you and squint their eyes at you, and Nat kind of does like, you know, like the whole thing, and she, but basically is saying like, do you think you can understand me? And Jake sort of shrugs at her, and Squidly shrugs at her, and they kind of watch you, and they're trying to figure you out, Tal'Dorei.
I do the hand signal for yes, I can.
They all three of them are like, whoa, and they like look at, and they're like kind of shaking Nat a little bit, like excitedly, like. And Nat starts signing. Like, where did you learn to sign?
I'm questioning whether I should say this out loud or not. I think it'll be more impactful if I do it to her. So I'll do sign language. I'll tell her I once knew a deaf halfling boy. He was all alone. He didn't know where his family was. And he hadn't eaten in a long time. When I found him, I gave him what little food I had. And after a while of us traveling together, he would write down, you know, kind of how to learn sign language, and I did. He was a very, very crafty boy.
They're like astounded. Squidly, the little tiefling boy, is like astounded as well. Like that's two people in the group you're incredibly relevant to now because like I told the Atelier the other session, like tieflings are like really rare and considered to be like outlandy, witchy, savage people. Like not in like normal demons. They're considered to be like cave people, like witchy demon worship cave people. So they're largely considered like monsters. They're like monstrous creatures.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you would like a bugbear.
That, you know, out in the outlands, out there types. You know.
Yeah, they're like drone types, like where the ogres, and werewolves, and all those guys come from out west. So very unusual to see a tiefling, and you know another tiefling. And a tiefling kid at that. Make me a persuasion check. If that, I'll give you advantage because you're coming through with the sign. That's pretty relevant for that.
And
if that
I thought about it. I'll be I'll be speaking as I do the hand signals so that, you know.
All the kids clearly seem to be able able to understand sign language.
I guess this is for Nero then.
Yeah. Roll here.
That might be good enough. 11. Oh, you said with advantage?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage.
Oh, cool. 13.
Okay. They're enamored by your like staring at you like whoa, enamored. The very quiet tiefling kid, but his eye patch is like you can't believe that you've met another tiefling. Jinx is like amazed by you because you know these two things which are super relevant to his friends, so relevant to him. So they're all you're like, oh, you're like a little bit like, you're a little bit like a godfather in this moment. Wow, Mr. Jones, want me to drag your car, Mr. Jones?
No.
While we talk about me, why don't we focus more on how you all are doing? Why don't we work on your spelling for some of these signs? Because no offense, they need some work, guys.
Jinx goes, well, what's the point of learning to spell? You can't eat words.
But you can read signs to know where the food might be.
Oh, we know where the food is, and like puts his own nose.
Yeah, but feels like
Food's
but can
not
help you.
hard to find; it's just hard to get. Got to be sneaky sometimes.
They can help you find money. They can help you buy the food.
Reading helps you find money. That doesn't make any sense.
Look, guys, okay, and he'll continue his sign language. The more words you know, the more you know how to spell these words and to write out what you're feeling, what you've seen, what you've done, the better you can find the opportunities that provide you with money that you can buy food with, so you don't have to scrounge around for it. You all can be much better off. And I would hate to see any of you on these streets any longer than you have to be. And I'll look over at Nero.
Can I?
Yeah,
And he looks at me like, can I give him advantage somehow?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's how you got advantage because you kind of started out and how you caught on with that. So I'll give him advantage.
Okay.
Please roll good. Okay, last lucky. Christ.
These kids in the streets.
Woo! 19.
19. Jenks and Squidly look pretty on board. They're like, Squidly's like, well, I'd like to learn language. Chicken says, well, if we can find learning words, helps you find money, help us find food, that makes sense. Nat sort of like waits in their face, and she like signs at them, and she says, time spent learning to read is time we don't spend finding food. And they
We'll give you food.
Nat will sort of sign at you, almost like upset that you're like kind of persuading her friends against her. She kind of signs like in your face almost. And she says like, she'll say like, one meal a week isn't enough to live on.
Well,
she says, are you going to pay us in food to learn your letters?
if that's what it takes.
The two boys like
Fireball just no.
ever seen the meme of like when the two duck kids start mixing each other? It's like the Naruto looking style. Nat sort of, you say like, if that's what it takes. Nat kind of leans back. And Jenks and Squidly kind of like look at Nat, just clearly the ring in your ear. Nat looks at you, squinty-eyed. And she'll kind of look at that and kind of sort of like shrug and give them a nod, like, food for lettuce, food for lettuce, and they start like dancing around. They're like, "Woo, we want food for lettuce, we want lettuce food."
They must think they're scamming this guy out of a lot of money.
But what?
They think they're getting the better end of this deal.
Yeah, they do.
They are. Yeah.
And they are getting the
They are.
They're gonna get education and
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
fed. They're good. They're fucking.
Yeah.
They're doing pretty good.
They think they haggled their way to a good deal, but they did.
And they did.
They did.
Or Nat did anyway. Nat's taking care of the boys. And with that, we'll go to a break, and we'll simply say, and we'll take when we come back, we'll just see what your characters are up to for 3 days. Or better yet, we're just going to say that for the next 3 days, your characters just like get ready for the grand. All good, all good, all good. All right, it's opening night, everybody. Okay, I'm gonna try and find some bopping music for the fucking party house. Let's see how she goes. Good. This is really not alright. Sorry, that was a little too.
What was that
I kinda
Phantom of
liked
the
it.
Opera music for?
Yeah, but it wasn't like.
I was kind of fucking with it.
But nah, it was too. It wasn't.
Too much.
We got Masquerade from the musical. That works. That was the opening night.
It sounds like it.
Okay, we're gonna try this. I don't think it's gonna be it, but
That's perfect fairy princess music.
I know it looks very princess and has the word gothic in there, so I thought it. But no, this is
Maybe it just
this
has
is
like
very
a
princess
crazy
music.
like organ drop.
There we go.
Okay,
What are they saying?
this is technically like a Star Wars track, so it's like random Star Wars language.
It doesn't matter what it is saying. It's how it sounds. It just sounds right, you know.
Sure, I think what are we? It's not very. Not quite. This is you guys like testing out the Fiarlan people, trying to find the right music. Like,
Yeah.
nah, it's not it. It's not it. Damn.
If Viatelli bring in all of his all of his friends,
I guess
they're
all
auditioning.
Fiarlans aren't made equal.
No, they are not. They're literally not. There are some who don't have the mark. Dare I try writing this word into the search?
What?
Oh boy. Let's give it a try. Let's see how it goes.
That's ooh.
I feel like you're trying to make it like the Blade 1 club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just a little
Yes.
Just put on Sandstorm if that's the case.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some
Dude, I
fucking
should-
like
I should-
2000s dubstep. Was
I'm
that even
trying
a
to
thing
find
in
something that's
2000?
got-
I don't even know if it was.
I don't think so.
Early aughts would have
okay.
been like a house and
Let's see. I'm gonna give this.
No,
a
wait, they were
shot.
playing like hard rock in that club, if I recall.
Terrible. Terrible. Why is it
Matrix
so far hard?
rave music.
Yeah, honestly.
Viatelli, is this the best your family can offer?
We're just trying to find the right.
Look,
It's the best we can afford.
look,
God.
they're not all his family, okay?
I guess not. I mean,
I think I might have some.
yeah, so is your last name actually Fjarlin, or are you just of House Fjarlin?
It's actually Fjarlin.
Hmm. Okay. Ooh.
Yeah?
If we're being honest, there's gonna be multiple songs throughout the night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Need to have something you can dance to, right?
Something you can cry to, something you can dance to.
Right. Something you dance to and something you cuddle to. And then
This
something
one's a
you
long
just
shot.
beat the shit out of everybody next to you to. I sense a drop. I sense a drop.
No, there wasn't a drop. I think I have a keyword. I gotta stop typing ambience. I gotta type music. Orchestral. No.
Let me see what I can find on my Spotify.
Okay. I might have something. I might have something. Isn't really a party. Dude, I want some fucking dark party shit.
Dark party. Okay. I'll type that into Spotify. Dark clubbing mix?
Yeah, sure. Let's give that a try.
I was gonna say, I guarantee there's a playlist called like Vampire
How do
Angst.
I don't. You could probably just look it up on your Spotify. I don't know if you use Spotify.
Yeah, what do you use?
Okay. Yeah, there's a dark clubbing mix. Actually, they made that for me, so I don't know if you'll have it.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Okay. I don't know how we're justifying techno and fucking everyone, but we're run with it.
It's steampunk, man.
Not really.
Dude, they got cyberpunk up here.
Where'd that guy get a theremin?
That guy has a gun.
Yeah, where are you getting a gun? Hey, this gun's in.
Whoa! Wait a minute! What the? Oh, it's out scan. They've got. It's a new invention of theirs.
Guns. It's called.
What will they come up with next?
Anyway, let's get to it. I'm gonna keep hunting around, but I'm hoping to avoid techno. But I don't think
Ooh, John Wick mode, Le Castlevania.
Wow.
That could work.
Oh, here we go from Vampire the Masquerade, and now we're fucking talking. Okay, we'll see. We're on with it. It's opening night. It's late. You've been excited. Your guests are coming. You spread the word out. The kids out on the street have at least learned how to spell their sign right. And patrons should be incoming. And we're gonna see how she goes. Yes, you know.
So we're jumping right into the grand opening.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. Is there anything you guys? So it's day 3. It's the day before the parade. It's your grand opening day. You spread the word the last 3 days. You've all been busy getting things organized, interviewing, getting things ready, preparing the music, so on and so forth. Is there anything that you guys would like to do just before the doors open?
I will cast enhance.
Oh, go ahead. No, please. Sorry.
I'll cast enhance ability on Viatelli for charisma.
Okay.
That's a dangerous thing.
It's a day, yeah. You're arming the warlock with charismatic powers. Damn.
Break the leg out there, Fjarlin.
Maybe the Fjarlin's got to get on stage at some point.
Yeah. I'd send another message to my buddy Remus telling him, dude, the grand's opening tonight. You gotta come and see this place.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Okay.
So yeah, you sent a specific invitation to Remus, sure.
Yeah, exactly.
I will put that out there, but is there any specific invitations people would like to send out?
I was gonna say I would like to go to the refugee camp and try to find, those low downtrodden musicians or anybody that could be looking for work.
And I'll say that you do know that like a lot of your staff consists of Syrians who are from that neighborhood.
Oh, okay, cool.
Galanda did go in, and they tried to handpick people who were like kind of skilled individuals that were overlooked, who shouldn't really be in the slums because they're actually skilled workers. And they'll admit, it was a bit of a challenge, but we did find some people who proved themselves to be capable individuals. So
is this them?
Is this them? They're pretty good.
Listen to this. Back to the Future. Yeah.
Yo, it's your cousin. You know that sound you're looking for?
Yeah.
Listen to this.
So just if you care about your entertainment staff, they call your entertainment like the Velvet Stage Band. That's what it's called. So the following people are on your stage. There is God damn.
Yeah, goddamn.
Right, listen to this on my own time. God damn.
Good pick, Ryan. Right, great.
Yeah,
pick.
we found the right one. Vampire the Masquerade, man. I can't go wrong. So the first one is Lyra de Fjarlin, who is obviously a House Fjarlin elven performer. She is an heir of the house. She does like sort of haunting, almost evanescence like vocals. And she's also skilled at illusion to back it all up. She's a harpist as well. She has like her own people who perform with her. But her performances seem to involve illusions that seem to like artistically show the soul of her person. The next is Jacques of the Joyous Blade, who is actually a Syrian tiefling. He managed to get out of Syria. He would keep telling you if you're interested. He managed to get out of Syria. The rest of his family, they were these sort of, frontier cave dwelling folks. He got out in time. They did not. He ended up in Syria. But he is an acrobat, a skilled lay dancer. So he kind of is like a dancer, kind of like a Cirque du Soleil, kind of like he'll like do things like in the the people who do like the crazy shit on the ropes. And they kind of like fold themselves up and then like unfurl themselves really quickly.
Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, very Cirque du Soleil. So he's kind of like an accompaniment to music. He's kind of a very exotic dancer, not like that, but like, in an acrobatic accompaniment. So knife dancer, acrobat, all these things. The last is Boogle and Sooks. That is a gnome and homunculus duo. They get fired immediately because I can't justify the feelings. They're so fucking goofy. Here, I'll find you. I'll find this. We'll say that one other Syrian. It's called. They've already got a Sharn. Let's see. There's this one half-elven Corvarian Syrian by the name of Onika. Onika Siri, she called herself. Traveling. And she's very like in the like black, she like very like plays with like the costume, black dress, and the like it's all kind of tattered, very Gothic style. And she is similarly like a hauntingly beautiful voice. And she's a very talented singer, and she kind of covers the stage on nights that Lyra is on stage. So those are your 3 entertainers. And you're more than welcome to go and find your own and hire your own. Those are the ones that come on. Cool. Is there any other specific invitations people would like to put out there?
I think Tally will go to a clothing shop or something,
Sure.
and yeah, I think he'll get an outfit for tonight.
All right. You want to go for something fine, some fine wear?
I think he'll dress in Sharn garb.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How fancy is this cereal? Probably
not
not
too-
high society, or like if you're owning a club, for God's sake. It's not
Yeah. Nothing too flashy, just something true to the culture.
Sure. You do know, I'll put something out there about like serum fashion. Black would be a way to go. Because of like the morning and the style of your club and everything, so black would be a way to go. Oh, you're really not going to do that. Do you like this one? Let's try it. There we go.
I'm reading through the document right now.
So serum fashion is it's a bit baggy.
Mm-hmm.
It's similar to Tal'Dorei in that it's got that sort of almost like English French sort of appeal. They would be very dark right now, but they're a little flamboyant. Hats, ruffles, baggy sleeves, baggy pants.
Yeah, we're in the same thing. Apparently, they enjoy attire that billows and ripples with the slightest breeze.
Billows and ripples, that's right. And you can see the really weird looking dude in that picture there, so
Yeah.
give you some ideas. So probably something baggy. Something baggy, something flowy, something ruffled. A little fancy.
Mm-hmm.
You feel free to figure that out?
Yeah. I'm thinking like.
You do enjoy jewelry, even accessories.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you feel free to start, figuring that out. What about anybody else? Who's got people they want to invite? Is there anything you want to do before?
I want to make sure that we extend an invitation to the neighboring businesses specifically.
Those invitations are set. Easily done. Absolutely. The Bent Nail, the Steven Steel, all those guys. So, absolutely. Yes, Eric.
Is there a door like that would, if I was to lock it, it would like cut off most of our rooms from being accessible from like people?
Yeah. So how I imagine the structure was that the spa was on the top floor of the right tower. And the door that leads to the bridge, which leads to the next tower over, is only accessible through the spa and through your team. So you can't get there through the club. So you guys you don't have to worry about people going through the rooms.
Okay, well, just in case, because I'm anxious, I will cast an arcane lock on the door.
Hey, Mr. Tal'Dorei. All right, absolutely.
Living up to his family name.
Absolutely, living up to the family name.
So it will have a password. I can let people know the password, and it'll open normally.
Oh yeah, beautiful. You do know that the public, they can't go through your rooms by any means, but it is like an apartment. So there is a stairs that leads up to the Sky Coach Center, but it doesn't lead through your rooms, right? They're blocked off rooms.
Cool.
Yeah, so you're good. Okay, fantastic. Secure. Well done. It pays to have Kandar up there. Oh yeah. Okay. Nothing else?
No, I
Oh.
got some invitations to send.
Yeah, give me some invitations.
I want to invite Kaylin.
Who is that, sorry?
Kaylin?
Ah, I was wondering if anyone was going to remember he exists, the guy who got 12 jobs.
Yeah.
I also want to invite Tazra and Layla, the two single marshals.
Okay.
And I, of course, have to invite my man, the Kandan the Hammer.
The hammer!
Imagine the hammer showed up.
Biggest guy in the club.
Would he fit in here?
Yeah, he should.
And last but not least, the talking horse.
Okay, the talking horse. Oh, got bad news about the talking horse. Turn up dead.
What?
Yeah. In an alley somewhere, just kind of turned up dead. Like, was killed. Like, violently.
When?
A couple of days ago. I would say about, a couple of days ago, maybe like 3-4 days ago, something like that. Is what you're told?
Yeah. Is anyone investigating her death?
Absolutely.
Who is?
The city watch is searching. She's from Tavik's Landing Board, so there's a better guard presence here. She was killed in Dura, however, and Dura is spread pretty thin, but they are looking for her. So if you go ask Captain Stagit, they'd say it's really a shame, and we're looking into investing ground, but we are very thinly staffed here in Lower Dura. Bad things happen to a lot of people.
That's terrible. I can't even remember her name, but it's terrible.
Well, she was, we did have a serial killer running around, so we kind of were prioritizing the serial killer over the talking horse. But we are looking in any and all crimes reported.
That's crazy. Okay. Who tells us this news?
You probably get told like gossip-wise, like they're like, "Oh, have you seen so and so the talking horse?" They're like, "Oh yeah, she turned up dead." And then I imagine you go ask a guard, and you're afraid of the captain, and the captain tells you this.
Oh, Maxine was the name.
Yep.
Maxine. You're saying "yup" like you knew.
That sounds right.
Oh, okay. I was about to say no one knew. Maxine's the name though. Okay. Damn, I can't believe she died. I'm shook.
Yeah, that's crazy.
NPC, and I didn't even know she died.
Yeah, she ate it. So
do any of those people show up, or do we have to wait and see?
We'll wait and see. But I will tell you this: the ones that you do hand to personally, they accept it enthusiastically and say no.
Oh, cool. Okay, sweet.
Cool. All right. If there isn't any more invitations, we shall proceed to opening nights. The lights turn down low. The bartenders stand ready. Gambling.
2 last things. I'm so sorry. 2 last things. I just left 2 last people. I'm so sorry. Beyond just dressing like a normal guest, I've also sent out invites to Floon and Tail.
Floon and Tail. All right. Cool. Man, this went from like gothic to like country.
It sounds like it does sound like
music,
a bar.
biker
It does
gang.
sound like a bar. Kind of appropriate, actually.
Okay, so opening nights. Let me get organized here. So people begin to start flooding in. Pretty much everyone you guys invite shows up. Absolutely. So here's what we're gonna do: is you're gonna spread around the crowd. Some randoms are gonna be there, but some patrons you're gonna know we're gonna be there. We're gonna go around the table and see who eats who. Who would like to start? Who wants to be in on an event or patronism?
An event for what? I'm sorry.
Who wants to roll to see who they run into or what happens?
I'll roll.
All right. I'll tell you what. There's some of the charts. I'm not sure. Okay, roll me. Let's just roll me d20.
Okay, roll 20.
Cool.
2.
2. Yeah. And if anybody would wish to greet him, you may do so. But roll again, Miro. Roll me a d20 to see who he is with, who this person is with.
Okay, sure. I'll roll again. 17.
17. Oh my god. Oh, okay. It's crazy. Let's see here. Who is showing up? Ay, ay, ay. Sorry. Hang on. Oh, fuck it. Let's just move on. You see Kaelin enter the bar. Oh my god. Ow! I've been shot.
And he cast Disintegrate!
Magic missile! So many magic missiles! Kaelin. Sorry, I got. This is gonna be the big reference thing, so bear with me here. Kaelin Lantar enters the bar with the hammer. They both interact together, buddy.
Cool.
And obviously anyone can notice the two of them. They're pretty noticeable together. For your sake, Darwin, you see this really handsome human man walk in. He's got like ginger, sort of flowy hair. He's dressed pretty well, and he's accompanied by this huge warforge. He must be like 7 feet tall, and he is clad in battle-scarred plate armor, and he's got like red paint down the side of his face, like war paint. And he also has a long red cloak that is tattered at the end. He is not wielding his massive great axe, but the two of them coming together, buddy. And Kaelin will say, Miro, it's good to see you. I see things are going quite well for you in the Planet Watch.
Gillian, great to see you, man.
Good to see you.
And you see you came in with Mr. the Hammer.
Yes, Mr. the Hammer. And he goes, it is good to see you again, Miro Duskfall. I have heard you have done excellent work as a Red Hand. Congratulations on your completion of your contract.
Thanks. Do you got it's an honor, Mr. the Hammer, but can you please use your inside voice? We don't want to interrupt the other guests while they're enjoying themselves.
Says, Nero, this is a club. What do you mean inside voice?
Like, yeah, good points. Yeah, good point. What am I saying?
He kind of pats the hammer on the shoulder. He goes, I shall use my normal sound. This is my normal voice. Is this not a suitable indoor voice?
Use whatever voice you want, actually.
And always remember, if you know suitable warriors skilled and worthy to become perhaps one day members of the Red Cloak Battalion, please inform me. Now, I must go visit with the princess, and he'll gonna make his way across the bar to go find his BFF.
Those two could tear. I looked at Killian like the princess and the hammer could tear down the whole city, if you ask me.
Probably. Well, let's get a drink while we're going.
Yeah, sure. Why not? So, what do you think of the place?
It's pretty good. What do you call it?
The Platinum Rest.
I heard it was the repose du matin, I thought. Isn't that not?
That is also the name in Siren, but it's what it translates to me. It translates to the Platinum Rest, so I call it the Platinum Rest.
Fair enough. I didn't know that the Sirens had their own language, right? Surprising.
It's what Tally told me.
Oh, okay.
He suggested the name.
Excellent. Well, this is a pretty cool place.
Yeah, thanks. We worked hard to get this place off the ground.
Oh, excellent job. Magnificent. Okay, we're gonna slip over to someone else. Who's next? Who wants to roll on the event list here?
I'll jump in. What the heck?
Okay, give me a d20. See who you run into.
Sorry, I'm getting character art. My bad.
All good.
13.
13. Okay. Let's see. Who is this fellow? Okay. Interesting. You bump into this individual. He looks to be like a bit of a Siren lord a little bit here, and he will say, "Oh, you're one of the." I goes, "You are one of the proprietors, are you not? You are the Lord Fionn?"
I am, indeed. Fidelity Ireland, at your service.
Vitali Fionn, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Lord Torin Irbaker.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Lord Irbaker.
I must say, I really enjoy your place. It is a nice place to come to after a day of troubles.
We strive to make our guests as welcome as possible. I'm glad that we are well received, sir.
Indeed. I myself was previously a Syrian lord, but like so many displaced lords, we have fallen on hard times. And it does seem like he is wearing like noble clothes, but they're clearly like a couple of years behind the current fashion, traditional Syrian fashion. He looks to be a bit of an impoverished noble. You say, well, and let me buy you a drink to celebrate the opening of your new club.
We are attempting to keep a upbeat remembrance of Siri, so the folks who find themselves without a place can at least find a respite for a time.
It is kind of you to say, yes. Certainly use respite. Oh, you wouldn't believe the troubles I have been going through. My sister recently turned down a marriage proposal with a much more prosperous Syrian family in the higher districts, the Taras. She turned down his marriage proposal for some reason, so we will remain in high walls instead. So yes, we find ourselves in a bit of a feud, but it is nice at least that we have some sort of culture that the Taras will not.
You may care to take a gander at the portrait over there on the far wall. I understand that the Sirens find that a important likeness.
See, yes, I'll take a look. And you're referring her to the Queen's image?
Yes.
He'll look up and he will. He's he'll go, wow, is that the Queen? And it looks authentic. How did you find such a thing?
We spared no expense.
See, it is. You would never find this place anywhere else in Eberron, perhaps. It is very current with the Syrians. My goodness. Well, here is to you, and consider me a fast friend of yours.
Thank you, sir. And always be welcome at the Platinum Rest.
Will do. And he will buy you a drink and cheers. Fantastic. So we'll swing around. Who else wants to roll to see who made up into what events occur?
I'm working with AI right now, so.
Busy with AI, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you what, we'll go to an event then, as it seems we're busy. We're going to see who experiences this event in the club. Yeah. It's going to be you, Princess Savannah. You are going to experience something. You're going to notice across the bar this kids at the bar, and these people come over next to him and order some drinks. And he kind of watches them go, this young man. And you catch, as the drinks are being poured, put on a tray off the side, and the bartenders go over to make another drink. So there's a lot of people around the bar. The kid goes over to the drinks and puts something in them.
Oh. Wow.
And one of the barmaids comes over, not noticing, picks up the tray and makes her way over to the table where the couple of young ladies are drinking. You should do anything?
Yeah. What is... We... Yeah, Selena will first go over to the girls. She'll flutter over and I don't know, kind of play the girl's girl, if you will. Kind of like flutter over and say, so I don't know if you noticed, but that boy over there has been looking at you, and I think he might have slipped something in your drink.
They go, oh my god, really? You think so?
I saw it with my own eyes. I wouldn't drink whatever's in there.
Oh my god. And they definitely go, thank you so much for telling us. That's so fucked up. They kind of look around, and look very uncomfortable. I guess we better do it. I guess we better get out.
No,
Yeah,
don't need to leave. I'll take care of it. If anyone should leave, it's him. And she'll pick up both drinks and flutter over to the guy who spiked the drinks, set one down in front of him, and say, I ordered you a drink and I suggest you drink it right now.
What? Okay. Are you trying to like? Tell you what. Are you trying to like trick him into? Like, are you trying to pretend? What, is this an intimidation? Is this a deception? Like, do you actually want?
It's definitely intimidation. Yeah, like she.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's the same drinks he just spiked, so I don't think he's that dumb. I don't know that she brings over two identical drinks.
Make me an intimidation check.
Oh boy. 14.
14. He goes, I'm gonna give you advantage. Roll again. Because it's a cowardly thing to do what he's doing. It's he doesn't have a lot of backbone.
I didn't roll any better. I got a 9.
Okay, 9, he goes, he just kind of like doesn't turn with you. He looks kind of like, you can tell in his eyes, he's like, oh fuck, got caught. But he kind of tries to play it off. It's like, I don't know, I'm good. You got the right guy.
Something wrong with the beverage?
So I'm just saw my drink of choice.
Yeah, I wonder why. I suspect you put something in it.
What? No, I just look. I don't know what you're talking about. This place sucks anyway. I'm gonna get out of here.
No, you're gonna stay put, and she's gonna like grab his arm and like dag grab him, and so he stays put in his seat. And then she's gonna wave over to Kandan and say, "Hey, buddy, I need your help."
All right, make me an athletics check to like put him in the seat.
Like 21.
I don't need to roll. $0. He's like, what? You see in his eyes, he's like, what? As you display like unnatural strength for a little fairy girl. And you're like, hey, buddy. And he was coming over to see you anyway from Nero. Kadon the Hammer looks down and says, it is good to see you, Red Hat, Marshal, Warden, Templar, Princess of the Summer Court.
Oh,
What do we have here?
It's so good to see you too. This is enemy number 1. I saw him put something in those girls' drinks over there, and I don't quite know what to do with them. So I was hoping you could help.
He like leans into the kid. Are you aware that drugging individuals is a form of assault which is illegal by the Code of Justice of Galithar of Brayland? He goes, I assume so. And he will look at you, Princess, and he says, you are, after all, the princess and the owner of this bar. He's like, the owner of the bar? He goes, shall I report him to the Sharn Watch and we can continue our night without having to deal with this scum any longer?
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you.
He like grabs him like this, like not by the neck, but like by the bottom of the jaw. In fact, one of his fingers slips off of his face because his hand's so big. He like lifts him into the air with his one hand, says, I shall return shortly and we will enjoy beverages. And he will report out of the bar of this guy held high. Everyone's like, oh yeah man, you get like they don't know how to react. And he like makes his way outside and probably some of you hear like a muffled like, deal with this scum. And he comes back in and says, it is good to see that even off duty, you deal justice and authority of Brayland, Princess.
Well, I'm sure you know red hands are never truly off duty.
Of course, a warrior after my own steel heart. A drink for the princess. And he will order you a drink. And he orders a drink as well. and it's like tiny as hands, and he'll like chink you with it, and he'll just like pour it on his face because it's still
Yeah, she'll cheers them, and she'll um, she'll order 2 more drinks, the ones that were spiked, but obviously not spiked this time. 2 more of those drinks, and take them over to those girls and tell them these are on the house, and you should know that you're safe here, and tell your friends they're safe here. That's what happens to people who mess around at the platinum rest.
This feeling like an episode of Degrassi or something. And they're like, that was incredible. Your friend is humongous. And like, and they're just like, did you see the way that she like pushed him into his seat? I was like, what's your name? You're my hero.
I'm Princess Selena Dewdrop. It's nice to meet you. And she'll hold out her tiny little hand to shake.
Oh my god, you are adorable. You're a princess too. Like, come drink with us. Like, we are totally not on the special NPC list, but fuck it. They invite you over. They're definitely like moon girls. They're like, "Yeah." And they're like, they have some drinks, and they'll go buy you some drinks and buy them a few drinks.
Perfect. She'll make 2 new friends. What are their names?
Oh, yeah. Let's see here. One's name is. One's name is Nebra, and the other's name is Tal'Dorei.
Okay, cool. Evra and Tully. And I won't leave Kondon hanging either. I'll invite him over, and the 4 of us will have some drinks together. And
Dawn the Hammer. Wow, that's such a cool name. Dawn's like, indeed, shall we storm the dance floor like we stormed the gates of Syria in the war? Oh shit, that was probably not. I mean, stormed. They like look at him and he goes, I meant
Drome?
Storm the gates of Rome. They're like, sure, fuck Drome. And he's like, yes, fuck Drome. And he'll like, and they'll go to the dance floor and they're gonna be all like flirty dancing, like hand on the head. And he'll just kind of like 2-step there and he'll like put his fingers out and they'll like spin around his fingers and whatever. And just like, this is a just and good night. And you can like flutter around too and dance. And that's what you do.
very cool.
Very cool. Go ahead and have inspiration for being a girl's girl.
Yay.
Saving the day, never off duty. Okay, who's next? Who wants to have an interaction?
If no one else, I will.
Already have this.
Okay.
But if anyone has their own ideas in mind of what they want to do with themselves, it's more than welcome. But I do have a nice chart of people who are attending me right now or want to know.
I'll do it.
All right, give me a d20.
$16.
16. All right. I got your person. Let's see what's up to. Okay. Okay, let's see here. What are they up to? Okay. Okay. You see this dwarf shows up in a business suit, like sort of like the buttons down, like the collar open, and he's got about 10 other dwarves with him who are all similarly like kind of in like business attire. One or two of them might have like marks similar to Benrig on their face. And he will like, you know, maybe you're there and you get to talking. He says, good to meet you. I am Harug Shield Sunder of House Kandark.
I'm very pleased to meet you. Thank you for coming to our new establishment.
It's a good place in here. We heard it was opening. We thought we'd come down and take a look. Take a look around. We just got off our ship at the bank, so we thought we'd come blow off some steam. But you're one of the proprietors here?
Yes, actually, uh, met these group of fine people and like what they were doing, and they invited me back up here. Uh, really treated me well, and so enjoyed my time here. Yeah.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear that you're enjoying your business. Um, I'll say one of the dwarves by the name of Malergo. He will say, "Well, it's good that you're enjoying your line of work. We're going to tell you things are a little crazy at the bank lately. Turns out that the guild masters of the sellers and plumbing guilds are raising their prices pretty steeply, and it's creating a lot of people getting pissed off about it, especially down here in the lower wards."
Oh, that's terrible. Have you seen a lot of extra work? I mean, um, how are the plumbers pissed off at you too?
No. I mean, well, everyone's pissed off at the bank, right? Like, who likes the bank? But no, not at us necessarily. But they're pissed off at the guild masters, and we hear about it, right? Because people from the lower districts are coming to the bank and trying to take out loans to make ends meet. It's some real trouble. We even get some people from the house who are, looking to, I don't know, do something about it. People are pretty up in arms.
Well, if y'all were to do something about it, what would you need done?
Well, we are not doing anything about it. I mean, we're working at the bank and we're doing just fine, but I don't know. It's just something in the city. There's always something. Everyone needs something to be angry about. Not really our problem, I guess. But I don't know. It's a shame to hear that people are struggling like that. I guess you could try to take it up with the city council, but I mean, I don't know. They probably approved it in the first place.
Oh, good to know. Thank you.
Well, either way, that's not why we're here. I'm actually celebrating the anniversary of one of my nephew's deaths, actually. So we wanted to check out a new place. He always liked clubs like this. So yeah.
And who was your nephew?
His name was Dorn Kundarik. He's a good lad. It was quite a few years ago, but we always come out and have a drink, celebrate him, share some memories.
Yes. Do I history check, or do I do any kind of check for that name, or do I know that name?
I don't think you would know that name. It's too common a person, unfortunately.
But, well, tell me about him. I'd love to, and I gesture towards the bar. I'd love to hear some stories about him and over a drink on the house.
Sure. Oh, well, thank you very much. And he's gonna order 6 beers, and you'll pay for one of them apparently, which is nice. He says, "I drink one for every year he's been gone." I'm sure he'd find some novelty in that, so better get started. And he'll start drinking, and he'll talk about how he's actually from the Aurora Hold. He'll say that his brother died during the last war. Nothing to do with the actual war itself, but there was a Dalakir surface raid, and his brother was killed. Or, excuse me, his cousin was killed. Nephew, goddamn it, his nephew was killed. And yeah, it's a shame, but he was shaped up to be a pretty good member of the house.
Propose a toast to his nephew, and then I don't know. I have a empty cup since I can't really drink, but
Yeah, and he goes, well, here's to you, here's to you. Yeah, thank you. Here's the poor dorm. So, time to get check-faced. He'll start pouring them back. Luckily, he's a dwarf, and dwarves take a bit of poison. So that was Harrod Shielsunder Kumbarak. And yeah, you make friends with him. And maybe feel free to write it down. These people that you guys meet, that'd be useful. That line knows. We got Kundarik, we got Jones, and we got Fjarlin. Who's next? Or we can do a random event.
I will say that probably around this time, fashionably late or late, whichever, there will be this man that walks in. I posted the picture in the messenger chat. It's like something between those two, I think. Definitely the half mask and you know, all black embroideries and yeah, those piercing blue eyes through the mask.
Very cool. All right. You walk in, you definitely draw some eyes. Go ahead and make me d20 rolls for that.
I don't know why this music came on when I walked in. I don't know.
Because you're looking hot as fuck up here. People are like, dang, did you walk by? What'd you get?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said you were rolling it.
Just living in that company.
That'll be a 2.
A 2. Hanging out with someone.
What'd you say?
I said roll a d20 one more time. You go up with Mikhailin, and he's talking with a buddy.
18.
18. Oh, cool. Okay. Cool. I'll tell you, what was your first roll, sorry?
A 2.
Ah, okay. You bump into Embrick and Abby of the Steel and Steam. They bump into you and they go, is that Tally Jones? Wow, you're Embrick's like, that's quite a costume change on you. I didn't expect that. You're looking really good.
Thank you. I figured that it would be appropriate for the night.
I suppose so. Is that very serum?
Apparently so. The guy at the clothing store I went to, he suggested something loose fitting, something hip with the youth. And apparently Sirens love their masks. That obviously they don't work because you could tell who I was. So
I'm gonna say Abby says I mean you well. You have very defining features. You have very special blue eyes.
Thank you.
Give you a look. Maybe they stare a little too long.
Do I have something on my face?
No. Hey, Emmerich says, Abby, let's go get a drink. Hey, thanks for inviting us, Tally. That was really kind of you.
Anytime.
He'll head off. I'm gonna roll one more time. This is a shorter interaction. Ooh, it's personal. So you go to the bar.
Yeah.
You see this this woman. So you're kind of like looking around as you make your way to the bar. You see this. What the fuck? This person's so strange. I gotta double check just to make sure. Yeah, I guess so. You see this woman come in. She's a dwarf, and she has what looks to be the carcass of some kind of like small, like. I mean, when I say small, I mean small size. So it's big. It's like this big, rust-colored, like cockroach-looking creature slung over her shoulder, like the dead carcass of one. She was walking in real casual, like I'm like looking around. Oh, wow. And kind of sits down at the bar and like puts the creature on the bar and like orders a drink.
You said this was a female dwarf?
This is a female dwarf.
He kind of like looks at the. You said a cockroach-looking thing?
It's like it's like this big, and it's like a rust-colored, like, cockroach-looking creature.
Did that come from Siri too?
She turns over. I did not bring it from the Lord Lands, but hey, you should be thanking me. I caught this little fucker moving up the side of your building when I was on the way in. Rust monsters. Very bad for the pipes.
Rust monster?
Aye, they eat right through metal. Corrode it until it's nothing in seconds. She'll stick out a hand. She'll say, Elcorious stone marrow. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Tally Jones.
Ah, pleasure to meet you, pleasure to meet you. Well, I see you really fixed up the place. I mean, a nightclub. I didn't expect that in its long history.
Yeah, we put a lot of work and blood and sweat and maybe some tears. But it's nice to know that people appreciate our hard work.
Well, it seems that they're enjoying it. You're doing something right. Well, I happen to be a little bit of an enthusiast of Terminus Station history.
Really?
I can tell you a little bit about where you're living.
Maybe you can tell me more about our barkeep here.
Your what, sorry?
Our barkeep.
Oh yeah, lady. Because, yeah, I noticed your barkeep. Interesting fellow. The ghost is like pouring shots and everything going crazy. Says, well, let me think. What do I know about ghosts? Probably not. Let me think.
If you don't have any information on Elaine, then that's fine.
She might. I just didn't believe it. Alright. Here's the history notes. Here's the history notes. Oh, here we go. Well, I suppose I could tell you. I don't know much about who that is, but I can tell you what. The most recent purchaser was an individual by the name of Emmerich Froome, who attempted to purchase the property at public auction, but was outbid by Song Tales, something like that.
I know Tales well.
Hey, but before that, this place was actually owned by a small halfling clan of the Twente Plains called the Curlbosses. They bought the property during the war, but they never reopened it because, the national tensions in the last war. So the last true owner would have been the Mirth Kettles. And if I'm not mistaken, they did have a servant named died horribly. It was a half elf. What was his name? Atlan or something like that?
Elaine?
Elaine, that's it. That's exactly it. Yeah, they had a servant who died in there. It was a whole thing.
Well,
It was a terrible accident where I think it was some support beams on an ale cask broke and collapsed. They were like loading an ale cask into the building, and it broke a support beam and fell on his head in the building.
that's quite a story. Well,
I have an odd set of enthusiasms, I've been told.
well, obviously, it might have broken his body, but it didn't break his spirits.
Apparently not. He seems to be in quite high spirits, well, horn spirits.
Yeah. Well, I am always up for a history lesson, so I appreciate the background.
Oh, absolutely. I'll tell you what, Tally, because you have spoken with her, if you ever want to hear history, a reference of history of the penthouses, you'll now have better DCs against history checks because.
Oh, cool.
All right, I think it's time for an event to occur at the bar tonight, which is going to happen to Benrig, according to the dice. So Benrig, as you're hanging out, you're partying, you're keeping an eye on things and making sure things are going well. You. Oh yeah, this is great. This portal is going to open right in the middle of the dance floor. A magical arcane portal. And you're going to see an elven wizard step out. And the portal will close behind him. He'll dust himself off. And he is going to walk up to the bar and order a drink.
Okay. I'll walk up beside, and as he goes to pay, wave off the bartender, and gesture for one of my own. Hello, may I sit? That was quite an entrance.
Oh, yes, thank you. Well, thank you for saying so. Who might you be?
Lord Benrig Deacondark, one of the owners of the establishment.
I see. Oh, my name's Hallister. It's a pleasure. Pleasure to meet you.
Hallister.
Wow.
I'm just saying that for myself. Well, it's great to meet you. You seem to, by all appearances, be a powerful wizard. How did you hear of the Platinum Rest?
Well, I noticed that I heard that this place was Sharn themed, and I couldn't help myself. I had to look around. It's very nice. It's very nice. Very, and I see you have some very authentic paintings. Very impressive. Very impressive.
Yes. I think a lot of the locals in Sharn can relate to this place, so it can be relaxing. Can I do like a perception check? Is he like looking around at people weird? Like
Maybe you can make an insight check. But yeah, go ahead.
sure. Yeah, insight. Yeah. 13.
13. He's like blinking a lot and looks a little like agitated but enthusiastic at the same time. He seems very high strung. Looks a little. He's definitely behaving a little off. Like I don't think he's like high or anything. He's just like a really weird dude. At least physically, like how he behaves.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say. Um, yes, I think we had House Belanda do a lot of the um decor. Uh, do you have any questions?
No, I just had to admire and then have a drink and then leave. And then leave quite quickly. But it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure getting to know you. Benrick, I will remember the name. Thank you. It's very.
Hallister, what was it?
Hallister Blackcloak is the name. Hallister Blackcloak.
Nice to meet you, Hallister. I'm sure I'll see you again. Thanks for checking out the establishment.
Yeah, of course, of course. He finishes his drink, puts it down, he like says a word and taps the staff on the ground. The portal will reopen, and he will walk through it and disappear.
Okay. Yeah.
Why don't you roll me a d20, Benrick, and see who else you run into?
That's a 2.
Roll again.
Okay. It's an 11.
11. Okay. Okay. You run into this halfling, and he says, "Excuse me, Lord Condor. I'm Lord Hammond de Galanda. I'm a member of the Winter Supplier section of House Galanda's hospitality. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance."
Pleasure to meet you.
I just thought I'd drop by because I had a couple of new spirits on offer and I heard that you are only having the best. So I thought I'd offer you to let you know. We have a new blackberry sea wine from the Nassau estate from Onder. Very fine vintage if you wanted to have that on bar. I know you've got a bit of a spa thing here, maybe some private service. I thought I'd let you know. We also have a berg brew, which is an alchemically formed frozen slurry, which is not the same thing as a slushie. It's a slurry. And it has 10 times the alcohol content as any other beer. So I thought that might be good. And lastly, we have an Ent sap, which is brewed from the sap of tree ants up in the Elden reaches. And then we have a number of other ones, but those are our three I think we'll find most of these.
Perhaps that one, the concentrated ale. What was it again?
It's called the Berg Brew.
Yeah, perhaps.
Very cool. Very cool.
Perhaps that could be something to stock behind the shelves for high-end customers.
Amazing. Amazing. Well, I will be. He kind of stops and looks over.
Hold on. My apologies. How expensive might these be to stock?
It's from what you're having supplied. I wouldn't worry too much about it. We would just. I could sort out the details with your bartenders. Maybe swap out some of the. No offense, but some brews you have on tap that maybe are not quite as delectable.
Well, I've never met one of those, but to your opinion.
Thank you very much. By the way, who is that ghost you have at the bar there? She looks familiar.
That is a poltergeist. That is a former occupant of the residence. Their name is Elaine, as far as I know.
Elaine? That's Elaine?
It is. Why? How might you know?
I knew his father. Barbarous Craddock. I knew his father.
This would be stretching back like a long time, right?
Well, halflings live quite a while, but yes.
Yeah, I know, but there's like an older gentleman, like that would kind of make sense.
Yeah, he looks to be of a sufficient age to have been able to have met this person. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Well, that's very, very impressive. I'm sure you could meet with Elaine on another time when they're not busy, or perhaps we can make it so that they can come and see you. Obviously,
I must simply go speak with him. It would be a shame not to. It was a
Of course.
pleasure to meet you, Lord Tal'Dorei. Excuse me.
would you mind if I just come just to make sure Elaine's customers are taken care of?
Sure, by all means, feel free.
No problem.
He walks over to the bar, and Elaine sort of says, "Hello, sir. How might I serve you?" He goes, "Elaine, is that you?" He goes, "My name is Elaine. Who are you?" He goes, "You don't remember me? I'm Hammond de Gondoric, or de Galanda." And he goes, "Hammond? I barely recognized you. Lord Galanda, I haven't seen you in, well, quite a while." And he goes, "Well, how are you doing here, Elaine?" He goes, "Oh, but my soul's not ready to pass on."
At this point, as soon as I see that they recognize each other, I'll just walk off.
Yeah.
Yep. I just wanted to make sure that Elaine wasn't going to be like, I don't know, messed with.
Fair enough. It doesn't immediately fair enough. At this point, does Vitaly want to make a roll before we close the night?
I think he has to do a performance at minimum.
Yeah.
At least once I would.
Perform, Vitaly?
Sure. Why not?
Why not? All right. Why don't you give me the roll and see if you run into two, and then we'll end off the session with a performance check.
Okay. And 11.
Roll again. That's exactly who Ben did.
Oh. Okay. How about a 1?
Okay, you bumped into him before, so you'll be someone you know. You bumped into Hallie from the Bent Nail, actually. And he looks over at you and he goes, "Oh, Lord Fieldman, thank you again for the invitation to see you."
Oh, you're entirely welcome. I'm glad to see that you're able to make it.
Absolutely. How did the bed turn out? Is it your...
It is fantastic. Much nicer now that I have the room to go around it.
Excellent. Yes. I think I was employed actually by Galanda for some furniture, so maybe some of it ended up here. So I hope
likely as not.
Well, let me introduce you to my brother. And he is going to bring forward who you recognize. He says, "This is Melanor Feldrench of the what is your order called?" Remember what his order is called. Scroll. There we go. He goes, "I'm of the Green Singers, brother." That's right, it's Green Singers. And he says, "Actually, me and the Lord Fionn have met." He did some, he and his allies, his Princess Selene, Lady of the Summer Court and daughter of Queen Titania. And his brother goes, "Yes, brother, yes. I know you love your work." And he says, "Well, and also, of course, the Dr. Jones, the two of them actually joined the Woods. So I know them quite well." And Melodor looks over you and says, "And how are you, Lord Fjord? Fine establishment."
I thank you, thank you. I'm doing quite well, and this is in part thanks to the uh, kind reward that your order provided. So, in return, let me extend my thanks to you.
Of course. Of course. Tally says, "Say, it's an amazing place, but I noticed you don't have a sign out at the Orion station. Would you I'd be more than happy if you're willing to hire me. I'd be more than willing to work on a sign to draw the people."
Absolutely.
Magnificent, magnificent. Well, come by the bed now sometime and let me know what you want, and I'll put it together for you.
I will make a plan to do just that.
Excellent, excellent. And she'll buy a drink. Before she closes out, she'll say, "Yeah, it's the funniest thing actually. I was commissioned to craft an 8-foot tall chess piece at one of the estates from the upper regions of Sharn. It's a major commission, and pays very well."
That's amazing. I'm glad that you're getting that kind of notoriety. It's well deserved.
Very kind to say so. Very kind indeed. It was the Cragmere estate. So much so that, tell you what, why don't I buy a drink for you and all the other owners of this wonderful establishment?
That's fantastic. And I will kind of look around the place and try to wave everybody over.
Whole party comes over. He buys something expensive too. It's not cheap. He buys you guys whatever your top shelf liquor is, and you guys all have a drink. And Tally will say, "Well, here's to good neighbors and to the success of our ventures." She'll cheers all of you. At which point the music is going to pause for a second. There's an applause to the stage as one of the songs ends. And you're going to look up on the stage, and Lyra of House Fjarlin is going to say, thank you. We've been performing all night, and I know I need a little bit of a break. And I was hoping that one of our wonderful owners, Lord Fjarlin, Viatelli de Fjarlin, in fact, would be willing enough to come up on stage and serenade this beautiful crowd." And everyone's like, "Woo!" Do you go?
Absolutely.
She pats you on the back and she heads over to the bar and have a drink. And as you step up onto the stage, Viatelli, what will you be performing for the masses?
I'm going to perform exactly the same 2 pieces I did the other night.
Okay. I'm going to say that because, you knew you were going to do this, perhaps part of your preparation the last 3 days was preparing the band for this. So I'm going to give you advantage. Go ahead and roll a performance check. You got backup.
That'll be a 19.
A 19 is very good. You perform. Everybody's feeling the energy. Everybody's dancing to it, to these songs. I think the first one being the Siren song, people kind of listen and maybe that one's a more of a feeling one where people are kind of remembering the homeland, having a drink, maybe a little dancing, some slower dancing, and then it kicks up into your one that you perform through Patreon. And that one kind of especially around, it's a bit of a ballad, and around the end, the energy really kicks up and people kind of go into a large dance. And by the end, you get a rousing applause and a celebration from everybody, to which Lyra will take the stage back from you when you're done and say, "Lord Viatelli de Fjarlin, the talents of House Fjarlin seems to run well here in Sharn." And with that, the night will continue onward, and I will simply say that the opening night was a grand success. I'm going to figure out how much you made tonight behind the screen. I'll let you know as soon as I know. The next session, you guys are not only going to attend this parade, perhaps this Siren celebrating parade, but as you do so, you will all do so at level 3.
Good.
And that is where we'll end the section.
Nice.